Happy last day of 2024. All I can say is it was a year. A year happened.
How many years was this year? This year was like 4 years. Had to be.
I used to have so much more thoughts on like, was this a good year or was this a bad year? I'm just in the gray area of all that now. A year happened.
A year happened.
And I'm here.
And a lot has happened in this year that made it feel like
great things, bad things.
A few years. But, you know.
It was a fucking year.
This is December 31st, 2024. Wow.
Yes. According to Twitter 10 years ago, 2025, women will be having sex with robots. So we have one more day where you can get some pussy because we will be replaced in the morning.
Okay.
So I'm excited to see where that goes. Also, every baby being born tomorrow will be part of Gen Beta.
Ew.
What a pussy fucking name.
Really?
Imagine being part of Generation Beta.
2025 is beta?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bunch of beta days.
All right. Well, I mean, I'm looking forward to it, man. This year was definitely a year of
at least my generation's named after a great tour.
See?
What?
Just that fast.
What you mean?
Just turned everything off.
You're part of the generation too.
Am I? Yeah, y'all keep telling me that.
You're a millennial. It's all right.
Barely.
Yeah, like
Gen
I'm like,
Beta is crazy. Thank God Amara's not beta.
What is Amara?
Big alpha dog. I assume if it's beta, it was alpha before, right?
Yeah.
I know my Greek alphabet.
Well, how many years does it change though?
I don't know.
Isn't it like 15? 10 or 15?
No, because millennials are like 81 to 93 or some weird shit like that. 96?
It's like, yeah. That's why I don't think Maul is a millennial.
Why?
He's an Aries.
He's not that either.
What? Why am I not a millennial?
Whatever the moons and the stars, they change it. We've been through this before, but I just think it's funny that people are going to be called Generation Beta. They're never going to hear the end of that, especially from our generation.
Yeah.
So good luck with that.
You beta babies.
Yeah, it's like 15 years because millennials are not 81 to 96.
That feels like, oh yeah, I guess that's 15 years exactly. Okay.
Gen Z was 97 to 2010. And then, yes, she's alpha, 2010 to 2024.
Right.
So why you, well, Baby D, why you said you feel like I'm not millennial?
Because you're like, I was making a joke, but like, yeah, you're like, like you're scratching. You were almost Gen X.
He birthed us.
By 11 months, you were almost Gen X. So
you can't really say anything bad about millennials because you really were our leader. You started this millennial shit.
Yeah, I was a millennial longer than you were.
You were very much longer than I was.
Yeah. So put some respect when I walk out the house.
But don't shit on the younger generation.
That's Millennial Maul. Matter of fact, call me Millennial Maul from now on. That's what y'all gonna do. Call me Millennial Maul, all right?
Nah, you know what I'm saying? But I appreciate you saying that. I could.
Glad we can have a nice, relaxing last pod of the year.
Millennial Maul, that's all.
My bad, right? I should have been calling you Eminem.
Please don't.
You been Eminem. My bad. I didn't even know.
Please don't.
Rory always make it bad.
I just took the two letters, Eminem.
You make it corny.
Well, I mean, I was a little offended. I mean, the group chat was quiet just because it was holidays. People were with their family, but no one checked on me when I gifted myself major surgery over the holiday break.
What surgery did you get?
I went under the needle, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
I gifted myself PRF for my under eyes.
Please explain what.
What is PRF?
Demaris said I got Botox. I did not get fucking Botox. So, because I'm exhausted all the time and we're on camera constantly, I thought I would gift myself for the dark circles under my eyes because it always looks like somebody knocked me the fuck out.
Mm-hmm.
This is our career.
Yep.
I went under the needle, man. Me and Kim K, Upper East Side. We got the vampire blood all over our faces. We sacrificed the child on Christmas Day.
So what is PRF? So
what they do essentially, and I'm not ashamed of it, the woman that did it was incredible. And, you know, just small talk of like, what do you do? Why do you want this, et cetera. And I was like, you know, I'm on camera. That's part of my life. I have no shame in, you know, fixing dark circles under my eyes. And she was like, oh, we can hide it, like no personal information. I'm like, I don't give a fuck to tell the world that you took blood from my arm and then injected it to my underarm, like to make.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, they take blood from your arm.
Okay.
It's like an eye BBL. It's like an eye fat transfer.
Okay.
But they do it with blood. Take it from your arm and put it like right here to get the blood cells rejuvenated.
Yeah.
And it looks like I probably got punched here.
It's a little bruised.
There's 3 sessions. She said I wouldn't see any results on the first one. I can already see. I was very pleased with the whole procedure. And I think men, it's okay for us to do this. I don't think we should feel ashamed. Botox, that's a little too far. I think my grandfather would rise out of his fucking grave and smack the Botox out my fucking face. But I feel like with my ego and fragile masculinity, just taking blood from my arm and putting my eye out,
it's not that bad.
I don't think it's that crazy.
Yeah.
So, I gifted myself.
Oh, you look good.
Got a little pamper day after.
Are you going to get the second session? Or
there's 2 more.
Okay.
3 total. I got the package deal.
Okay.
The Christmas holiday. Yeah, actually. Okay. And I get $50 off anyone that
you recommend?
I bring, if you guys want to go.
Okay. No, I'm cool.
We could swap blood too. Like, I could put my blood under your.
I'm cool. I'm cool on having your blood.
I will give you guys my blood results.
I don't want
There's nothing in there.
I don't want your blood under my eyes.
No. We blood brothers.
I'm cool.
It would make us family for real this time.
For this time.
This time.
Instead of signing blood under a contract, like we could actually have blood together.
In our bodies.
Yeah. And I could share DNA with Biggs and Hop.
I'm cool, but you look good. Looking forward to seeing the full results of your new journey, your transition into like beautiful eyes.
And once again, after Demaris ignored me with me sending my album to her, I sent her a photo of me in the chair saying bad bitch alert loading.
Mm-hmm. No response.
Nothing.
He's a liar. I said, are you getting a BBL? That's what I said.
It looked like I got 2 punches directly to my face. And she said, you getting a BBL?
In your face?
But your eyes always dark and like dreary and bad and hopeless. So I didn't fucking know.
That's why I got
always dark and dreary. That's why he went to get PRF. There you go.
And the amount of people like, not even leading up to it, the amount of people that have Botox, I had no fucking idea. I didn't know that was such a common fucking thing that people were getting.
Like going to the dentist.
Yeah, which I didn't know.
Yeah, absolutely.
I want to get Botox too. I'm gonna start because Botox is supposed to be preventative. So I do want to prevent some stuff from happening.
What do you want to prevent, baby D?
Like wrinkles in my forehead. I laugh a lot because I'm a childish ass person. So I have like prominent smile lines. Nothing that makes me any less beautiful. I'm still gorgeous, but just stuff that later on in life, like I don't, I'm not aging gracefully. I'm pulling this shit way back.
Okay.
When I get older, I'm not aging gracefully.
What was crazy is she was like, yo, if you have to be on camera on Monday, I did this on Friday, on the 27th. She said, if you have to be on camera Monday, your eyes are going to be super swollen. Like, I hope you know that. And I was like, well, I don't have, for the rest of the year, I have to record Thursdays and Mondays no matter what. This is the only time slot I would have, and I would do it 3 times. Fuck it. I'll go on air. It'll be a funny thing to talk about with my eyes puffy. My skin didn't react to it in that type of way, except for the first day. And I didn't mind explaining it to the pod audience that's going to make fun of me, rightfully so. It was walking around in my everyday life on Thursday and Friday. We're like walking in to Kia's building with security. Like, yo, what happened? Yo, we got to see somebody? Talking to because my family was there all the way through Sunday.
Somebody put hands on you?
I was like, yo, what the fuck happened? Everyone was asking me what's going on. That was harder to explain what PRF was than anything else. Like, so why?
Yeah.
Because like, all my family is blue collar fucking, they're working, they're road work.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, so wait, you took blood and put it in your eye for what? I was like, because on camera I have dark circle. I won't use the word that they said.
Oh, I know. One of my favorite.
I should have just said I got knocked out.
Yeah, one of my favorite words.
They wouldn't have called me that if I got knocked out.
Yeah.
It would have probably been more manly if I was like, jumped, knocked both my eyes out perfectly in the same spot.
See, Rory got PRF, Baby D wants to get Botox, and here I am. I got offended that a friend of mine asked me if I dye my beard. And I thought that was completely disrespectful. Like,
but it's common though.
Yeah, but I would never dye my beard. I wouldn't dye.
But you're getting older, Maul, so they probably think that eventually you would have grays.
I have grays now. I'm not dyeing it though. I would never. You think I'm gonna go get that coffee bean dye? And
there's more than just that though. It doesn't have to just be that.
Well, that's the shade.
It doesn't have to just be the Carlos Boozer. Like,
but that would be the shade I would have to get. Would be like a brownish black type of like mix.
Not everything is what's the shit in Jersey that they use?
Beijing.
Not everything has to be
I'm not saying Beijing. I'm just saying I would never go and buy a dye and get them in the mirror, brush my beard, and just sit still until it like soaks in and then rinse my face. For what? To not have gray hairs?
You start smoking, it starts dripping.
I'm not doing that. Like, bring on the grays.
Oh, you go to lay on a bad bitch bed, pillow all dark. Ugh.
Has that happened to you?
No.
I don't know.
You think I look? No.
You wouldn't know.
No, I would know. My pillow would be fucked up. The fuck?
You blame it on you though. Your mascara.
I'm not laying next to no nigga that has to dye his beard.
See, all right. See, so why was you surprised when I was offended by it?
Because it is common. I'm hard to please, but it is common. You shouldn't be like.
I just never understood that. Like, why? As an older guy, why are you trying to hide the grays? Like,
though I was offended over the holiday break. A woman told me that 20% of my beard is gray, and I was actually offended by that. And I don't
20%.
I started adding up the percentages of what she considered 10%. Like I did a whole graph of my beard. I was like, you're telling me you think 20% of this little patch right here, which I don't mind.
Yeah.
My grays is my grays.
Right.
You think this is 5%, maybe.
Yeah.
I started maybe counting like maybe one by one.
Maybe 10%.
Maybe 8.
That's like
I say 8. I'm at
20?
I'm not 20. 8.
20 is crazy.
Yeah, no. You're not 20% gray.
Because I was like, all right, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
You just proved their point, by the way.
Damn it.
Wait, that's the math you did?
I started counting individual pieces of my beard. That's how petty I was being about it. But now that I just did it that way, yeah, it would be 20%.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, I'm glad you got your eyes bloody.
Yes.
And hopefully, you feel better. You feel more luxurious about yourself.
And we'll see on the second treatment, maybe my eyes will still be swollen. And
Peach, how's he looking on camera? Is he looking beautiful? All right, cool.
Per usual. I mean,
that means you got to go back to the other 2 sessions.
And like, no matter how I'm lit at all times, it always looks like I'm punched in the face. Mm-hmm. Pictures all the time. Yeah. So,
it's all right.
It's part of the gig.
It's part of it.
How was that for New Year's Eve?
Baby, we should be asking you that. What you doing for New Year's Eve?
I said where the hoes at. You asking me where I'm gonna be at? See, that's disrespectful.
Not that you're a hoe. You know where the hoes are.
You like women, so you would know where they're at for New Year's.
I am going to be at home alone.
Alone.
New Year's Eve. No, I'm serious. It's gonna be my first New Year's Eve alone. Well, technically not alone. Alex and her boyfriend are gonna be upstairs.
And
they live upstairs.
And you're just gonna be by yourself, huh?
Yeah, I'm making smoke. I'm gonna make some collard greens, some honey butter cornbread, rice and peas.
For yourself?
For somebody.
For yourself?
Yeah, and some smothered turkey wings.
Why are you choosing this year to be alone?
There's no other place I would rather be, honestly. Like if I you know what I'm saying? Like it would be a force for me to go anywhere else. I just kind of want to be alone.
Mm-hmm. No special guy that you want to kiss at midnight?
No, I'm so good. Guys, one of my New Year's resolutions is all new dick. I don't want anything old. I don't want no old holes. I swear to God.
I thought I was pushing it with new eyes.
No, new penis.
I thought I was pushing it with a new beard. She said new dick.
Yes, I don't want no old.
Okay. This is what I hate when you give friends advice and they ignore it until someone else gives them advice. This is the same shit she was getting mad at me and Deani about when we were telling her this in the car. Like, don't spin the block. Maybe it's time to move on to something completely new instead of the same spin the block you've been doing for 5, 10 fucking years. Now all of a sudden she's the chick with the baggage going up the steps.
Yeah, that's me.
You not stepping over new dick? You stepping on new dick?
Stepping on new dick. Sitting. Spitting. I'm tired of these niggas.
Spitting?
I'm tired of these niggas.
Wait, you're tired of them? So let's go get some new ones that we don't know.
What? You sitting and spitting on new dick?
Sounds pretty good though. If you had a strategy for new dick.
Oh my God.
Sorry,
sitting
Mom,
and now we getting somewhere at 25, baby.
Mom
sitting and spitting.
Podcast now. I'm so sorry.
Listen, go ahead. You're a grown woman.
What about maybe like valuing new relationships and friendships before
for sure.
Getting to know that dick before.
Sure. But this isn't the audience for that.
I know.
We know who our audience is. But no, I had to come to the realization that I have been afraid to step out into new avenues in my life because I don't have the confidence and I'm scared of everything. I'm scared of failing. So I keep going back to the same thing.
You scared of what's new?
I watch the same TV shows because it doesn't give me anxiety. I date the same men because it doesn't give me anxiety because I know what to expect. So there's a comfort zone there. And I want to step out of that. I want to grow.
I respect that. So sit and spit.
I don't know if that's
the
first step in the strategy.
No, that helps
I think
anxiety.
Getting to know someone that maybe lowers that anxiety and makes you feel wanted and respected, then you spit and sit.
Listen, Rory, as somebody that has anxiety, I can tell you, once you spit.
You don't have anxiety.
Once I feel anxious, I start spitting.
You have the least amount of anxiety of any human being I've ever met. In 2025, I want to be more like your brain.
I want more to be more anxious in 2025.
Like, I really think Maul actually gets 8 hours of sleep every night. I think when Maul closes his eyes, he goes to sleep. You know how fucking crazy that is? To lay down in bed and go... then fall asleep instead of having your mind race about 30,000 fucking things.
You know why?
And hating yourself and wondering what's wrong with you.
I'm going to tell you the secret. I'm going to give you the secret. You have to just lay down at night and say, fuck it, and go to sleep. I don't care what's happening. I don't care who needs me.
My next response was like, well, why should I say fuck it? If I say fuck it, this will happen.
Yeah.
But if I don't say fuck it.
So what? So what?
So what leads to all the things I can't control of all the possibilities of what would happen.
Because here's why it makes no sense to go to bed stressed out and anxious and all of this shit. Because if you look back at every moment where you felt like, I don't know how I'm going to get out of this situation, you got out of it, right?
Sure.
Not really. I'm still in debt.
Yeah, but that's so people with $50 and $100 million.
Yeah, but their debt is cute and part of their IRS strategy.
Cute debt is funny as fuck.
Make it a part of yours.
They have cute debt that's like, hey, my company didn't make any money, but I'm liquid $6 billion.
Yeah. So make that yours. IRS code, I ain't got it. What y'all gonna do?
They told us they ain't got it either.
Yeah, exactly.
Road's still getting fixed.
Like, y'all ain't got it. Y'all can't even find the $2 trillion.
Okay, if I do that, then I will be doing the same strategy in a jail cell. If I do the fucking IRS.
Now you have no bills.
Yeah, but my asshole is probably in
that's movie shit. That don't happen in jail.
Ain't nobody fucking you.
That don't happen like that, man.
Wait, what, you don't think anyone would fuck me in prison?
I'm not like
no.
That's like a little offensive. You don't think I would be?
Walk in, they gonna jump on you?
I mean, I think I'd be a pretty high pick.
You'll be a neck breaker.
You want to do that draft on Patreon? What do you think? What do you think you'll get drafted?
Yo, what Pete just said was the funniest shit. We just can't say it on mic of what rhymes with Patreon and what would happen in that situation.
Yo.
But you don't think like coming like off the bus, like, you know, I would still do the jail strategy of taking the risk of like starting a fight just so they know, you know, you can't completely take advantage of me. And like, I still want to call my mom. You can't have my commissary.
Yeah.
But before that, when I'm just like on some Andy Dufresne getting off the bus and they all have cigarettes and they're betting because I think prison is just like the 1940s.
Mm-hmm.
You don't think I would be high on the rape list of, I just got my under eyes done. I'm looking young, rejuvenated.
Well, it's more because you're a redhead and, you know, you're like a trophy in the hood. A lot of guys have never dated a redhead or slept with a redhead, so maybe.
I got a lot of pussy I didn't deserve because a lot of women had never slept with a white redhead and were just like, I'm curious.
Yeah, exactly.
Bunch of pussy I didn't deserve. So I think I'd get a lot of prison rape that I don't deserve, but I'd be a commodity.
They gonna whistle at you and call you fire crotch.
What?
Fire crotch. They want to see if the curtains match the drapes.
Unfortunately, they'd be a little disappointed because it's hardwood floors and that shower time.
You have hardwood floors?
Shaving your pubes in prison would be the funniest fucking thing. Yeah, what you doing, man? That's what you using your razor for?
Yo, manscaping in prison is wild. Hey, what you doing, man? What you mean?
Like,
what you shaving in prison for? What's the point of that?
Maybe, I don't know.
You ain't got no action. Ain't nobody finna come in here and see you. Unless, I mean, you would do some other shit in prison. I don't know. That's, you know, that's your...
Luigi was getting his haircuts and shit.
He been in there for 2 weeks.
But Luigi what they... All right, first of all, what they said about Luigi, we don't know that this is a fact. Going off the news that never lies to us. He's a bi-curious, Italian Ivy League graduate. Right. He definitely has a very interesting pubic area and how he chooses to shape it up. I mean, Italians are hairy.
I don't know how you got to that math, but you know, it's all good.
He probably got a little landing strip.
Something interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Something a little like vintage 90s to, you know, mix it up. But he's been getting haircuts, they said.
He's been in there 2 weeks. How many haircuts is he getting? He's been in jail 2 weeks. They just caught that nigga 2 weeks ago. How many haircuts are you getting in 2 weeks?
That's hilarious. Well, I don't know how we even got onto prison rape, but over the holidays, let's not avoid the actual elephant in the entire fucking room. Maul needs to come clean and apologize to everyone in this room.
Why?
He gonna gaslight you and say, "Oh, I didn't know it was only on Netflix." Watch.
Oh, we spoke about that off camera already.
No, let's set it up.
Oh my God.
Weeks and weeks ago when Beyonce had announced she would be performing on Netflix, Houston, is it the Astros anymore? The Dome?
Houston Texans.
Ratliff Stadium, whatever is in Friday Night Lights. She performed at halftime. You said it would surpass the mark of the Super Bowl watch numbers, which we looked up, which I think was averaged around in the 80 millions. And Beyonce did, from what I understand, 27, or did the entire day do 27 with Mariah Carey opening up the Steelers game or whatever it was?
No, she did 27 during her halftime performance.
Okay. And then that's incredible.
Incredible. And did I not sit in here when we were off camera and say, oh, I didn't realize it was exclusive only Netflix?
But we knew that.
I didn't know that.
That was the whole thing we even talked about. This is a crazy shift. If Netflix ends up getting the TV rights down the line, that changes everything. We had a whole conversation. It's okay to say that it was nowhere near what is going to happen with Not Like Us in February.
You literally said, you were like, oh, Netflix better not crash how they did with Jake Paul and whatchamacallit did with Beyonce. That was like your first sentence.
Yeah, but I still didn't, because when I think it was me and Peach was in here, but we was talking about it, and I was like, oh, so this is exclusively, these games are only on Netflix this day. And he was like, yeah. I was like, oh shit, see, I didn't know that. And I really didn't. But that's neither here nor there. Of course it didn't surpass those numbers. But the point I was trying to make was the performance aspect of it.
Yeah.
This is essentially like performing after Michael Jackson. Who wants to get on stage after Mike?
Okay, I respect that you are shifting the narrative to take any accountability and that you were definitely wrong of Beyonce surpassing any Super Bowl numbers. With that said,
cool.
I will now come to this new conversation, which is, of course, Kendrick Lamar is not going to outperform Beyonce Knowles Carter at any live performance. And this being a performance of Beyonce's that didn't have all her hit records, maybe my favorite Beyonce performance I've ever seen in my fucking life.
Really?
This shit should be in the Smithsonian of live performances. It was so fucking good. I don't care if you call me a dick rider. I like to watch legends on Christmas Day perform better than everyone else.
No, I thought it was amazing.
That shit was insane.
I thought it was amazing.
It didn't matter. I knew the songs because I really do like Cowboy Carter. Play it often. Was even in my Spotify shit. Even if you didn't know any of those fucking songs, every single record hit with a new performance. It was incredible.
Yeah.
It was a masterclass. I can't think of the last time I saw a performance that good, including Beyonce at the Super Bowl. This was better than her Bruno Mars shit.
Yeah.
Even though it's a little unfair because there was a lot of other factors in that.
She also had her own Super Bowl, though. I feel like y'all keep forgetting that.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
She reunited Destiny's Child.
Yeah. And I still think this was better. I saw On the Run 2, which was one of my favorite shows in person. If she had this type of energy for an entire concert, I think it could be On the Run 2. And maybe I'm having way too much of a hot take in real time. That was one of the best performances I have ever seen.
I love the fact that she incorporated, a lot of the young country artists, black country artists.
Yeah.
I thought that was amazing.
The first black rodeo queen from Arkansas, if I'm not mistaken. She had her on one of the floats.
Yeah.
Blue'bee was there. Whenever I yell louder for Blue than Beyonce.
It was definitely a nice surprise when Blue just came in the frame. It was like, Blue.
Yep. Like, it's so nice to see her. She did such a good job.
And only for the real Beehive. It was nice to see Ashley, the dance captain, right? When I saw Ashley and Blue, blew my Beehive fucking mind. Felt like 2016 all over again.
No, she looked great. She sounded great. Seen a lot of people online saying that Beyonce wasn't singing. Let me just assure y'all that Beyonce was definitely singing. But I thought the performance was dope. I think everything just looked perfect. The costumes, the choreography, obviously her vocals sounded amazing. I thought it was dope. I thought it was a really, really good show. And back to what I was originally saying was the fact of the performance.
How you said, man?
That is what I said.
He did say that. He did say that. He did.
We would never argue that Kendrick Lamar would do a better performance than Beyonce.
I said if you're Kendrick, are you upset that they booked such a huge artist, a great performer like that 2 months before you're due to hit essentially the same stage, which would be a halftime show for the NFL?
I don't know if I'd feel a way because
we've never seen this before.
It's
where
Beyonce.
Somebody performed earlier, like Christmas Day, that's essentially a bigger artist than the one that has the Super Bowl halftime show. I don't think we've ever seen that.
Yeah.
This is something totally different. So I was posing the question of if I'm Kendrick, and I don't know how people don't feel like Kendrick wouldn't feel a way about that. Like any artist would feel a way like, God damn, I got to go out here and top that. Like, fuck.
But I think when it's Beyonce, nobody expects you to top it. It's like you can't. So nobody really expects you to.
Right, but we've also never seen something to where Christmas Day, the artist that's performing at that halftime show is a bigger artist than the person that has the Super Bowl halftime. We've never, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but I've never seen that.
I'll say this. Let's say if maybe a Travis Scott did Christmas and completely smoked it, like we know he's a great live performer, but even above what Travis usually does, then I think Kendrick would have more pressure. Like, damn, Tyler killed Christmas.
Because he's a rapper?
Yes. I don't know if anyone that's alive could be compared to a Beyonce live show at all. I think everyone that could is past.
Well, I mean, people
Or
online,
very old.
people online killed me. They told me that Travis Scott performs better. They told me that Bruno Mars performs better. They told me that
Then Beyonce?
Chris Brown performs better. They told me that.
Did one person on Twitter say that? Or like,
Well, a few people were chiming in. I mean, a lot of people named Chris, and you know, we always give Chris his. Well, I do. Y'all think that he's okay.
I just think Quavo's a better dancer.
Yeah, but I always give Chris his flowers for being an incredible performer.
I do too,
but he was one of the names.
He's not.
He was one of the names that a lot of people online kind of threw in the mentions, but people were running down a whole bunch of names, and I didn't respond. I was just like, all right, man, y'all. At this point, fuck it, anybody can perform better than Beyonce. If y'all gonna start naming Travis Scott and Bruno Mars, it's like, all right, man, cool.
But you can't win in that Twitter shit, because even though I know some people do have rough holidays and take it out on everyone else, by the numbers on Twitter, that couldn't have been the case. Some people are just like miserable all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you so upset that I enjoyed a Beyonce concert on fucking Christmas Day?
I don't know.
Why does that upset y'all on Twitter so fucking much?
Well, because I tweeted
some Ebenezer shit.
She's the best. She's the best performer. Like,
I don't think that's a hot take.
Yeah, like I
think that's a pretty sound take.
What I've learned about Beyonce, and I think this is Maul's same point with Drake, but I think it leans more to, I think it's very easy with Beyonce because she's a woman. People hate what everybody loves. If everybody loves something, there are some people who are just determined to hate it. They are determined to be the contrarian, and it's annoying as fuck. I see it with Beyonce a lot. They're like, oh my gosh, she's so overrated. You don't have to like her music, but you don't have to say that her talent is overrated. It's okay. Your favorite artist or favorite singer that you're listening to, your cool little indie artist, looks up to Beyonce, would probably shit their pants if she was to blow a kiss in their direction.
I just think
let's just be honest.
I just think it's the fatigue of seeing somebody be great for so long. I think at some point you kind of want to see somebody else surpass that person and kind of see them. And I understand that, but my thing is at least let it actually happen. At least let somebody come along and really be a better performer than Beyonce and be a better artist than Beyonce. Like, let it actually, but don't just start taking who you think is your favorite artist and be like, yo, nah, you know, Travis Scott, you know, he would have smoked that. And it's like,
I mean,
what?
I definitely have contrarian tendencies for sure, but I also love greatness. Like, you guys don't want to live in an era where we witness greatness. Like, I'm not a Chiefs fan by any means. I think it's really great to watch Patrick Mahomes possibly become one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. Yeah. I love that I get to witness that.
Yeah.
I was alive for the Jordan shit, but I was such a kid, I didn't get to witness too much of it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to hate the Chiefs because they're winning all the time.
Right.
We get to witness fucking greatness here.
Yeah, but you know, it's some people...
Who doesn't want to see Beyonce? Even if you didn't listen to Cowboy Carter, what's wrong with seeing a masterclass in how to perform?
That was my thing. Even if you never heard Cowboy Carter and you saw that performance, if you're into live performance and artistry, you have to look at that.
Well, these people aren't into art by any means. They're into opinion. And to Demaris's point, they want to have the opposite opinion of what everyone's saying because they think it garners some type of attention.
Yeah.
If they say, yeah, Beyonce's performance is great, but why didn't she address Diddy during the performance? Like, now you're, all right, man. Like, I can't even have a conversation with you. Like, okay, but what about Epstein? What?
Yeah.
Like, she's on the flight log.
So are you.
Like, all right, man.
Who isn't on that?
Man. But shout out to Beyonce. She definitely did her thing.
Did you guys watch the football games?
Yeah.
The actual games?
Mm-hmm. I did miss Mariah Carey, though, and I'm not here to start an argument.
It was a pre-recorded performance.
Okay.
She mouthed. She didn't even record. She mouthed the lyrics on top of it. Yeah. The Steelers stressed me out so bad, and I remembered why I stopped being a Steelers.
You a Steelers fan?
Yeah, I was always a Steelers fan. I stopped watching football during the boycott. And then my cousin got drafted to the Giants. So I was like, okay, well, I'll go. That's when I started watching football again.
Mm-hmm.
You agreed with police brutality after he was drafted.
Naturally.
Then you were like, you know what? I mean, come on.
Black Lives Matter, but
I thought we're past kneeling.
Giants are playing. Giants are playing. Black Lives Matter, but Giants are playing. Like, I get it.
But yeah,
they put end racism in the end zone.
Yeah, they did.
I've been trying to get back into watching the Steelers, and try to see Russell do some good things, but it was tough.
Are you a Steelers fan because of? It's usually your dad that makes you a Steelers fan.
No, my dad's a Cowboys fan. My mother's a Giants fan.
How did you end up with the Steelers? Who you liked?
big Roethlisberger.
Well, when I
fan
was
over there.
when I was a
Palomalu?
kid, I had a crush on Troy Polamalu,
See?
and I became
Beautiful
a huge
hair.
fan.
Yo,
But Troy
you
been
can smell the
stopped
conditioner
playing.
through the screen.
Yeah, I had the hugest crush on him, but then I actually got into the game. So football is my favorite.
But Troy
sport.
Polamalu,
Yeah,
I mean, one of the greatest defensive players of all time.
Yeah,
so I can't be mad at that at all. But
luxurious hair.
usually when it's Cowboys or Steelers, it's always their dad liked the teams in the 80s. That's what I've come to find out of people that aren't from Pittsburgh or Dallas.
Yeah.
It was a good Christmas for football. I enjoyed it. Other than that, it was pretty fucking calm.
Yeah. Same.
Didn't do much of anything at all.
I'm not turning up for New Year's Eve. I know I'm in the house, but
Okay. Somebody,
I'm going to Baby D's house for New Year's Eve.
you can.
I'm down.
You cooking all that shit. I'm coming in there. I just want to smell it.
Okay.
The food. Because you know the internet will take that and they'll go their way with it. The food. She said she cooking smoked turkey neck and
Smothered turkey wings.
smothered turkey wings and rice and peas and baked mac.
Nah, I'm not doing baked mac.
You gonna do the potato salad with the paprika on there?
Nah, potato salad? Nah, I'm not doing that.
Why?
I'm not cooking all that. It's just me. Like,
Damn.
it's just me. I am doing a stuffed shrimp though, crab stuffed shrimp.
and an artist friend of mine texted me yesterday about New Year's Eve plans and sent a whole bunch of fucking locations that there's no way I'm going. We record, I think, not the next day, but the day after that, sending fucking Piss on Me Dubai flyers, Miami, let's go to St. Thomas, all the shit where I'm like, yeah, it sounds cool, but I can't do that just with time. I'm not gonna say. I'll tell you guys off mic.
Okay.
Everyone knows who this person is. That's why I'm not.
Okay.
She hit me this morning and said, what if I had 2 tickets to Mar-a-Lago on Christmas Eve? I said, how the fuck did you get 2 tickets to Mar-a-Lago for Christmas Eve party?
To go see the Big Don?
The answer is no, but now I have some questions. I didn't care about us getting shitted on in Dubai. That checks out. That's fine.
Yeah.
I understand that's part of the game.
Right.
Emirates, if all expenses paid,
Yeah.
you gotta take a little piss in the face. It's whatever. I just got my eyes done. I'll be all right. I'll fit in. But the Mar-a-Lago +1 was not what I was expecting to close my year out with.
Oh, you should have won.
And part of me, who is not a supporter whatsoever, was a bit curious just to see what it looks like.
Yeah, why not? Oh, you should have won.
Oh, I would go.
You tripping. You're supposed to go to Mar-a-Lago.
It's a short flight too.
Yeah, you tripping, man.
I can make it back to the pod in time.
He has a family.
Yeah, but he doesn't support Trump.
So I should support my family.
He got all those votes and nobody supports him.
Who said that?
Who you think he voted for when he went in that booth? This guy. Wasn't Kamala, I can tell you that.
That's not true. You can look at my tax returns. It's there. It did cross my mind to accept that invitation.
Of
but
course
I'm not
it did, man. See, I would have went.
What would I do at Mar-a-Lago outside of just tweet LOL?
Fuck it. Yeah, play some
probably go
pickleball,
crazy.
golf.
Smoke with Kodak Black?
Yeah, smoke a cigar or something. Why not?
I don't even think your big guy will be there though. I think it's just like a party at Mar-a-Lago.
Yeah, that's the best parties. I throw the party at my house, but
Where
I'm not there.
it's just a rumor that he might be in one of the rooms.
I think he's here. Like, no, I'm not. I'm not there.
Yeah,
I'm
like the
not
amount of
showing
people that have probably went to like a Drake party at his house when he was overseas has happened constantly.
That's the best parties. Yeah, go ahead, party at my house. I'm not there though.
I would be very curious just to people watch. To be a fly on the wall at Mar-a-Lago would be insane.
Yeah.
You could take my ticket. I'll see if Ticketmaster can transfer it over.
Yeah, you could get it from Ticketmaster and then send it to my phone. Do that with Knicks tickets all the time.
But you'll have to go with this person.
Okay.
She a baddie?
Yeah, I think she's very attractive.
I like that.
Maul knows her though.
Oh shit.
Damn.
I mean, she don't want me to go.
You would never fuck none of Rory friends?
When you define friends.
It's a good point.
His friend, like his homegirls.
Associates.
Associates?
The ones he haven't clapped.
Oh yeah. I'll knock those right down. Yeah. If it's like he didn't hit, is she cute? Why not?
Okay.
Yeah.
I keep a good circle of women that have really good hearts and intentions. Like that's why you would, because of their personality.
They're great women. I love great women.
That's a compliment to you. It means you keep baddies around you.
Yeah, why not?
Well, I think they have better character and they're funny and can bring a lot to conversation.
And they look good. You put that in there too. All of those things, yes.
Maul has probably clapped a few of my friends in 2024. I just didn't know about it.
No.
Because I was inside the whole year.
I did not clap any of your friends in 2024. Yo, what? I know it's been a lot of shit going on this year, but why would you make that?
Associates, I feel like you probably have.
No.
Yeah, I know.
Too many money bag evidence that I've seen. Like, how do you even know that girl?
Yeah, but that don't mean I clapped because she came across my algorithm.
Yeah.
That means I hit?
Maybe.
Nah.
I don't think Maul puts money bags under the women that he's actually sleeping with.
I think he does that to throw us off.
Nah, there's someone
puts it under everyone.
Some of them we've had some nights together, but not
some Mar-a-Lago nights.
But that's not me marking my territory, nothing like that. Like that's not that. You know, I mean, it's beautiful women. Somebody got to, you know.
I've gotten money bags before, so I know it's not that.
Yeah, I'm not that guy. You know that. I'm not the thirsty guy that's like trying to be in everybody's face. I'm not that guy.
But we've known his strategy at this point. He puts them under everyone's picture, so it doesn't look like that. We don't think he smashed Mizzy. Like,
who is that?
Rapper. Never mind.
Oh,
fucking with you.
I didn't know who that was.
We did get some good music right before the end of the year, which I didn't expect because I thought everyone was just gonna be quiet because everything shuts down. And shout out to SZA for even getting mixes added to DSPs during Christmas time.
Love SZA's project.
Jack Harlow put out, I wouldn't call it a freestyle per se, but it's a great record. Could we get the actual name of that?
It's called Tranquility.
Tranquility, with a visual. It's like 2:30. I think Jack is rapping on it. I thought it was a cool way to close out the year to say that, you know, I have music coming at this point.
Yeah.
He tackled a few things that I saw the timeline and their feelings about, which is going to happen. He brought up a credibility line and saying, I don't really care who gives me credibility, I'm feeling me. That ruffled the real hip hop Twitter, which they don't get ruffled as much as they used to. They couldn't wait to tear up Jack Harlow's white ass after that. We're the only ones that could give you credibility, Jack.
So Jack feels like he doesn't get mentioned enough.
Yeah, and he
doesn't
said
get enough respect.
He's at a point in his career where he does not care anymore about who is giving him any credibility.
Oh, that means he cares.
100%.
When they get to that, I don't even care no more. You know, it's from the heart. The art is from the heart. It's like, nigga, cut it out. You care. If we ain't got you on our list, if we ain't got you in our conversations, you definitely care about that. We ain't gonna act like you don't care. Every artist, every creator wants to be recognized for their art, wants to be recognized for how dope they are. Now, I can understand that not being all you care about, but you care about that.
I think Jack probably got more of the quote unquote hip hop credibility before his run with Come Home, the Kids Miss You, when he had two fucking huge records and the Drake feature. It was quiet in 2024 for him, and I think in a good way. I think him taking a break, especially with everything that was going on for the year, this is the best strategy. Jackman 2023 was good. He got back to soul beats and just rapping, but that just felt like hey, I know I was a pop star for all of 2022. I could still rap. He did it for the people that would give him credibility, but I feel like it went kind of under the radar compared to what had happened the year before, which can put you in an odd place. With Jackman, he said he didn't really want to do the Come Home, the Kids Miss You, huge records anymore. I just want to rap. But that didn't go the best way because you were a superstar at that point.
Right.
I think this is one of those, I'm kind of confused, but in a good way of where my career wants to go.
Well, this is, you know, artists tend to do this a lot where they have success and then they put out another project that was okay, didn't have the success as the previous project.
And I don't know, do we count? I mean, Jackman was an album. It's 13
that was
records,
an album.
31 minutes. That's an album.
That's an album.
But coming off what he had done a few months prior, it felt like hey, this is also for more of my core fan base. There was no rollout, there was no single, there's nothing.
Still an album though.
True.
Still an album.
Still in his discography.
So I think sometimes, you know, artists get in that zone where they start speaking to, you know, what they're reading online. Like people saying, oh, that last effort was a little lackluster, it wasn't that hard. And then now you give us a freestyle kind of addressing those, you know, conversations and things that you're seeing people say. For me personally though, with Jack Harlow, I'm still a little indifferent about him though. Like I like Jack Harlow, but I'm not sure if I'm
sold.
Like I like Jack Harlow. I'm not sure if I would go to a Jack Harlow show.
I tried. They wouldn't let me in.
Well, yeah, you can't go to it.
It was on my way.
But it's like, I recognize the talent. I think he has some good records. I think he has some good bars. And anytime I see like, him in interviews speaking, he seems like a pretty cool guy.
Yeah.
But it's something. It's something. I don't know if it's because I don't know enough of his story, like his life, it's something that I can't connect with Jack Harlow. But I recognize the talent that is there.
Well, he kind of had the catch-22 of success. Like, even Sweet Action, that's what they all say. That was more of like the Jack mixtape when he was, fully being guided by drama, even more on the mixtape side. He was doing Sway freestyles. Like, he definitely shifted into what would be more of a Drake lane once he caught that first single. And then his identity shifted. Because Jack was a rapper for someone like me to listen to prior to Come Home, the Kids Miss You. And then his whole fan base shifted to like younger girls. So he didn't really have an identity during that album, and then tried to come out of that back to his original identity. And now all the younger kids are confused on who the fuck he is. And even with, what was the single? Love It On Me, that came out at the end of 2023. I thought it was great, and it was a good follow-up, like, oh, Jack's back on radio hit records. Thought it was great.
But wasn't that a sample?
Yeah, but I mean, so was Nail Tech and the other record.
Yeah, so that's
First Class and Nail Tech are both.
That's so, I think, so that can hinder an artist. Like when your quote unquote biggest records are samples, and
those kids didn't know those samples though.
I mean, but it's they know it. They may not know it, but they heard that melody.
It worked because that melody has checked out for 20 years, and we know it works because we've seen it work.
Okay.
These young kids would say that's Jack Harlow fully. They wouldn't even go down the rabbit hole of what those samples would be. So I just think he's kind of has, and this outside looking in, I don't know, even my talks with Drama Lake Cannon, nothing to do with how I view this. I think he's having an identity crisis and was talking about it in this freestyle, which I think is great. I love when artists do that type of shit. And even taking accountability at the end and saying, I don't think I've even made great shit yet. He sounds confused about how he views his own career. Like, yeah, I was the #1 artist in 2023. Did every fucking tour, sold everything. I don't really know who the fuck I am at this point. But what does it look like in 2025 after having an album like Come Home, the Kids Miss You, and then Jackman right after that? Those are two completely different artists, and that's where you get your perspective of, I don't really know who the fuck this guy is.
But that's why even if you're going from
different fan bases to different fan bases, and only a few artists have been super successful in doing that. And that's been artists like Drake, that's artists like Rihanna. They have been able to go from different fan base to different fan base and grab everyone. That's tough for someone that just flat out raps.
But even
and that's Jack.
Even the tranquility of the video he shot. By myself, gloomy, rainy out, walking through the city. Nobody knows me. I don't even know myself.
You producing.
That type of, You
gave Lake the treatment?
I mean.
You shot that on the iPhone?
But it's like, I mean, Jack, he got movies, right?
Yeah, he did The White Man Can't Jump, and he did
he's a star.
What's the one with with Matt Damon? He got killed pretty quick, but he was great.
Yeah, I mean, I think that Jack Harlow has been, he's been fortunate enough to get opportunities that place him in a certain star caliber. When you start to get movies, lead roles in movies and things like that, that's them propping you up like, yo, you're a star, and we're gonna get you there. But now you put out a freestyle speaking to what he's speaking to, and then just the aesthetic of it, alone, no crew, no homies, it's just me walking around the city, raining, getting my thoughts together. Maybe I'm depressed. Maybe I took a shower today. Maybe I didn't.
That's not really.
I know
That's
that
not the
aesthetic.
consensus of the freestyle.
I know that
or the
aesthetic.
video.
I know when rappers get that. I might have showered. I might not have showered aesthetic. I know that aesthetic.
There was a bit of a walk of shame. This was my outfit last night from a meatpacking club.
Yeah.
And I caught a lick with a chick that had some money, and now I'm leaving in the morning.
I gotta stop sleeping with girls just for sexes, and I feel empty once she gets in her Uber and leaves. It's like, and I'm looking at my ceiling like, what was that for? He giving that.
What was that for?
Yeah, it's like, yo, what was that for? Like, I don't even know that girl.
After that morning piss, and then you look in her mirror, like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, like, why?
What time is it? You don't even know where you
like
at.
Again? You do this again? You said this was the last time.
Yeah.
He got that aesthetic right now.
which makes sense though with the years he's had.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure that was a crazy 180 in his life from 2022 to 2023.
Yeah.
Became the biggest rapper in the world.
Yeah.
Some could argue.
So was he ready for it?
Probably not.
That's honest.
Probably not, just because he was making good music, but not music that appeared like you were trying your best to catch one. Like Nail Tech and all that, I do like, because it sounds like Jack probably would have just made that record and it happened to catch. That's why I do respect it. I don't think unless you're sitting there like with the mind state of I have to catch one, you're ready for a complete 180 in your life. From Sway freestyles to now I am the biggest rapper. This is arena shit. I'm selling out the Barclays. And within 1 year, yeah, I wouldn't know what that feels like.
Yeah.
But I could imagine it's an insane 180. And Jack to me isn't really that type of guy. Why you say he comes across kind of as like a down-to-earth regular guy? I believe that. So that was probably very odd.
I believe it too. It's just something about Jack Harlow that I can't.
The label, he brought up Julie Greenwald, which I don't even think works at Atlantic anymore, which I thought was odd. I was like, did he record this before Lucian's son took over? I don't know anyone's deal, so don't quote me. Everyone asking, where's this shit at? And then you deliver something like Loving It, which is in that vein. I'm glad he just chilled for a second, because if he stayed with that, it's like, all right, this is going to be Nail Tech, first class kid for the rest of his life if he keeps doing these type of records.
Yeah.
I'm glad he took damn near the whole year off. I love the record he did with Dave. They were both rapping their asses off. Like, I think Jack has actually made smart moves since the Jack Man album. I'm excited to see what happens, but I'm with you too. A lot of stuff doesn't connect because I feel like it's probably for younger kids. But that's not a bad thing. It's just I'm old as fuck.
Well, we fuck with Jack Harlow, and we want to see him do great things, because I do think he's talented. It's just something that I can't connect to Jack yet.
I'm gonna give you one last opportunity before the year is up to shit on Kendrick Lamar. I'm fucking with you.
I don't want to shit on
Just how could we close the year? Did you hear Tyler's freestyle over Hey Now? Put a visual out too?
Yeah.
I absolutely loved it, but I'm a Tyler dick rider, according to you guys.
Anytime you support somebody,
of course,
you dick ride.
I enjoyed a Beyonce show on Christmas.
Yeah.
I thought it was a missed opportunity for the real one. This is one of those remixes like, damn, if that would have been on GNX, that verse is that took that song to a whole nother level. I wish that was like on the album. And you can replace shit, like there's no more rules.
Yeah.
SZA's uploading different mixes, I love it. If there's a better version of the song and you could shift it out, bet, let's fucking do it. If you refresh Vultures right now, 1 and 2, I'm sure there's 10 new songs.
Absolutely.
I was listening to that shit. 530 is one of my favorite new Kanye records. It's a whole new song. I'm like, what the fuck? You finished the second verse?
Yeah.
Make the official one with Tyler.
You think
just swap it out. There's no rules anymore with the streaming shit. Nope. Yeah, there'll be a few people on Twitter saying that's not hip hop. You can't do that. The rules are different. We're in a different era.
Absolutely.
Why can't the official version now of an incredible verse that takes a record to a whole nother level that's not on GNX, like that type of feel, make it official. Give Tyler 25% pub and put it up on fucking streaming.
Nah, because then it goes against the whole portrait that Kendrick was painting.
Tyler's from the West Coast.
Now they're saying you got to listen to the album in reverse. Did you see that think piece?
I did, yes.
Oh my God, that's a classic one.
You got to listen to it in reverse.
But Dan was in reverse.
Not only do you got to listen to it in reverse, you got to be driving in reverse while you listen.
But wouldn't that offset the reverse? Because that's like a double negative.
So
I hate
so you have to go.
Yo,
you have to do K turns counterclockwise.
You got to drive.
Listening.
You got to drive like Sonny in a Bronx Tale and listen to GNX in reverse, and then that's how you gonna really get the full picture of what Kendrick was trying to do.
I actually didn't see those think pieces. I know Damn was meant to be in reverse, which I thought was really cool. Is that what they're saying?
That's what I'm seeing. They're saying, nah, y'all not listening.
Better?
You think I listened to it in reverse? Look me in my eyes and tell me that you think that I listened to Kendrick's album in reverse.
Do they mean like in reverse, or do they mean like the last song first?
Yeah, I think that's what they mean.
Okay.
Yeah, start at the last song and go to the...
I can see that. The Whacked Out Murals could be a cool outro and Glory could be a good intro. Yeah, I can see that.
I'm not saying I don't see it. I'm just saying I just laugh at when I see those think pieces on Twitter, and then the people that chime in like, duh, y'all didn't even see the teaser on YouTube. I'm like, all right, man, I just want to listen to music.
But don't do that. Bro. That's always been a music thing. Like even when, I don't know, was it the Pink Floyd records that you would have to go in reverse, and like that's Led Zeppelin was doing demonic shit.
When you listen to Tupac song slow, it says Suge shot me. I know, I get it. I was there. I was in that era.
I did that as a kid multiple times, even slowed it down on my little boombox thing. He did not say. He didn't say Suge Shabi. I tried to convince myself he said it and still was like, he's not saying that. I was even lying to my friends, like, nah, he's saying that shit. And in my head, he's not saying that shit.
Saying that. It's okay to just listen to music and just relax, man. God damn. All these everybody thinking. God, just turn the thing.
Everybody wrong shit.
Man, no, just shut the fuck up.
There's nothing wrong with think pieces and people that are thinking. I think that's important. It's when people wouldn't have thought about this if it wasn't popular.
Yeah, like
it's like you don't need a think piece if you wouldn't have thought about this to begin with.
Yeah, man. I don't know. It is what it is, man. But shout out to everybody, man.
Shout out.
2024 was a great year. A lot of fun.
Shit was terrible, bro. What are you talking about?
Nah, 2024 was lit, man. Don't do that.
I hated this year.
Why you hated it, baby D?
A lot of reasons I hated this. I'm ready for this shit to end.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I've never been the hater of New Year, New Me. If that's what it takes to do a reset, cool. I like that. But
no,
you're saying
Baby D got the slogan for 25.
New dick.
New year, new dick. Sitting and spitting.
Sitting and spitting.
Sitting and fucking spitting.
If the year is over tomorrow, it's still gonna be like the same time. Like it doesn't reset tomorrow. It's still gonna just be a continuous what you're going through at the moment.
Damn, like you just like
yeah, you see the juju he threw on you for 25?
Right, like
you wish that. Why you wish that on 25? The same energy from 24 you wish on?
You can't change the world until you change yourself. That's what I'm trying to say.
I know, that's what I'm changing myself.
High elevation.
That's what Big told Puff. I saw it on Notorious.
Mm-hmm.
Right before he dies, what he said right before.
Yo, Notorious is really a good movie though. It really is a good movie.
It's definitely not bad. I like it. I just felt like it was too soon.
Oh man, we might have stumbled upon
like we were all we were just there. It just happened.
We stumbled upon our next
happen.
draft.
It came out 20 years after that happened. What are you talking about?
There was just so many people alive to consult on it that weren't. Like that's why it felt weird. Like we could ask the people right now. They right here, and they didn't. So I don't know if it was like the real.
Well, they asked Puff. Puff like damn near ran the movie, right?
That's why everyone that could tell the real story was fucking upset. They didn't even ask his mom.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was wild.
Like, no, you know, C's is still alive. C's right here. D-Rock right there.
Right here.
Kim right here too. You got somebody.
You have a whole main character, Kim. You could ask her. She could be on set and tell you what happened.
Crazy.
Mary J, somebody.
Yeah, Kim said she didn't like the way that they portray her. They just portray her like she was just like some side chick. She said she ain't like that.
Here's the I saw when Kim said all that. I don't think they did a bad job with Kim. It didn't seem like she was a side chick. It felt like what we know to be the truth. He was fucking with both of them seriously. He just happened to marry one of them. But he was very much committed to Kim at the time.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. We might have to go back. We might have to go down the list of like best, worst rap movies.
Straight Outta Compton or Notorious?
Straight Outta Compton.
Better movie?
I don't even think it's close.
Y'all
Straight Outta Compton.
Y'all bugging.
Straight Outta Compton is a better movie.
Y'all bugging.
Yeah.
Y'all are bugging.
What? Can you explain why you think
If
that?
you listening to this, write in the comments. You bugging. Nah, bro, no.
And I'm not even gonna make this a Puff thing, but he made himself seem like fucking Morpheus in a Versace suit.
You know
like,
what?
I'm
gonna watch it. Because like you saying that, but like my initial reaction is Straight Outta Compton, but it's been a while since I've seen Notorious.
Notorious is a good movie.
No, it's a good movie. I like Notorious.
If you remove Puff's ego from like watching it, like Puff really, like if you remove his ego from it, it is a very enjoyable. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed Straight Outta Compton.
Who played Puff?
Derek Luke.
That's why I didn't like that movie.
He did a good job as Puff. Again, Notorious is good, but it's not Straight Outta Compton.
It was like it was the way he was saying shit. It was like, you ain't never talk like that.
That's what I said. He's like, he thought he was Morpheus in a fucking Versace shirt.
Yeah, I remember, now that we thinking about it, I'm like, it was something about Notorious that I remember when I was watching, like, I don't like the way somebody was talking.
We can't change the world, so we change ourselves, big.
Yeah, I don't think it went like that. Like, I don't think that's how they got
it. I don't think it went
didn't.
like that.
I don't think it went like that is all I'm saying.
How you gonna tell the person that was there that ain't how it
I just don't think it went like that. Like, I gotta...
And I've watched, rest in peace to C and Clark Kent, I've watched all of their interviews about Big. They were there, grew up with Big. At one point, Puff never said to him, yo, my daddy was out here hustling these streets, so you gotta stop now. And Big was like, I never even thought of it that way, Puff. I'ma stop. He didn't listen to Puff at all. He kept selling drugs in Virginia.
And that's another thing.
That didn't happen that way.
I don't like those movies where they keep saying each other's name when they talking to each other. Like, they supposed to remind us that that's Puff and then that's Big. I've never talked to Rory and was like, yo, you know what I'm saying, Rory?
I mean, I guess
Never
I don't know if
done
that's
that.
screenwriting. I don't know. Maybe you're supposed
I
to
just hate.
establish.
I hate. We know that's supposed to be Puff. We know this is supposed to be Big. Stop saying each other's names when y'all talking to each other. I don't know. I just look at movies like that.
You know what? I never really thought about that, but we don't really say each other. I'll say you guys' names, but I guess men don't really say each other's names like that.
I have never had a conversation with Rory and was like, yo, I ain't gonna lie. You know, we got to do what we got to do, Rory.
But that's because we're not saying profound things like we got to change ourselves
like
before
that?
we change.
Who does that? Like, I don't talk. I'm talking about your homie, like a nigga you talk to every day. You don't talk to him like that. Now, if it's somebody, you know, I'll guess later on in this episode, Elliott, I might say, yo, you know what I'm saying, Elliott? I might do that because me and Elliott, we don't talk and we don't hang out like that. But if it's my man I'm with every day in the studio making music, traveling the world, performing,
So
I'm not having.
What do you call them?
I just talk to him. Like, yo, we gotta do something else, man. I ain't gonna lie, this shit going crazy. Yo, what we gonna do, man? I don't be like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, though. I don't feel like, yo, Rory.
I think it's because Rory name though.
Anybody, Demaris, I have never had a conversation with you and be like, Demaris.
You say Baby D. You call me Baby D a lot. It's just Rory. Rory got that name. Don't nobody want to say that.
Peace, do I say your name when I talk to you?
Yeah. He just did.
Well, that's because
No, I'm directing the question to you, but I'm just saying, do I?
like if it's just you two in the studio, he's not saying Peach at the end of every sentence.
Yeah.
That's not a natural thing in conversation.
I mean, I don't know. That's maybe screenplay shit that we're not aware of for people's attention spans and like characters.
I could just be nitpicking, but it was something about Notorious when it came out, and I remember watching like maybe 2 or 3 times, and it was something that I just was like, I just can't get into the movie like that because something was pissing me off. So I gotta watch it again, and I'm gonna remember exactly what it was. Okay. But my knee-jerk response to Notorious or Straight Outta Compton is Straight Outta Compton.
Okay.
I just thought it was funny. Everyone aged in Notorious except for C's. He was always a 12-year-old child the entire movie. Everybody grew up. C's character, same actor the entire time.
The funny shit is that character is a grown man. Like that actor.
He played Young 50 in Get Rich or Die Trying. Great actor.
Grown man.
Like they had 12-year-old C's because accurate. They got in a car accident when Big broke his leg.
Yeah.
They got 12-year-old C's like under.
Now you know why they got in an accident. He couldn't see over the wheel. He couldn't see over the wheel.
Yeah.
And if it's accurate, the way after Pac got shot and Big tried to call him and Puff grabbed the phone and was like, "Don't do it, Big. My man's facing a rape charge. You can't even call him."
See?
And Big was like, "Damn, Puff, I never even thought about that."
See?
What would that have to do with anything?
Baby D, I gotta go watch this movie.
That's not what he said though. He said, chill, he got that rape case. You know he not thinking right. And then
so let me call my mans and tell him he is bugging. You have inaccurate information. I did not set you up.
Yeah.
And I'm also not going to tell you who set you up because I got nothing to do with this shit. And I want to stay far the fuck away from it.
I'm gonna watch it again.
It's a great movie.
I'm gonna watch it again.
They shouldn't have cut out that other nude scene with Lil' Kim when she was in the pool. Go look at the deleted scenes. Crazy.
Yo, calm your loins.
Nah.
Hey.
So with you.
I'm glad she got. I'm glad she got that role empowering and kept giving us some content.
Yeah, I'm about to say
because her scenes were crazy.
You on Tasha?
His loins is on fire, ain't they? Would you call them hot crotch?
Fire crotch.
Fire crotch.
Hot crotch is way funnier. Hot crotch is hilarious. I might have to start a brand called Hot. I'm gonna sell crock pots and call it that.
Now you sound like Eminem.
Hot crotch is crazy.
It's an awfully hot car.
That's an awfully hot crotch knot.
But yes, Straight Outta Compton is a better fucking movie.
I think so. I'm gonna watch Notorious again for you. See, damn, what to say.
Notorious better than All Eyes on Me.
Look at you. See.
There's not very many rap movies to begin with. That's why I don't even want to save this for like a Patreon.
What?
About actual real rap shit? What is there? All Eyes on Me.
He wasn't a real rapper.
That was like loosely based off Eminem's life story, which he said it wasn't. So I don't think like 8 Mile counts. Get Rich or Die Trying the same way. He said that wasn't really his life.
All right, so we got to just make it best rap movies.
Okay, but I mean, people were rapping in Juice. Is it a rap movie?
Pac is in it.
He didn't rap.
Not a rap movie. Pac is in.
He just killed his friends.
Poetic Justice too.
Queen Latifah's in it.
She didn't rap though.
I mean, some rappers in there though.
See,
no, but Juice ain't.
That's racist. You just think any black movie's a rap movie. Stop watching Bill O'Reilly.
Juice is not a rap movie.
Y'all might have to open it up to just like biopics, period.
Biopics. Bio.
And this could sound terrible. What besides All Eyes on Me, Notorious, Straight Outta Compton, am I missing another one?
A rap one? No, not that I can think of.
Get Rich or Die Trying?
No, I mean, it's loosely, that wasn't, come on.
But
He
if that's the case,
performed,
then so
he
is
performed
Notorious.
one of his real singles at the end of the movie.
That's because it was on the sound. The whole movie is him rapping things that ended up on the soundtrack. He's just a good businessman. Like When It Rains, It Pours, when he's in prison, that was on the album.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So that's a rap movie.
He never killed Preem in a hallway before he stepped on Pelham Bay stage to perform. Terrence Howard didn't just casually take out a gun and kill Supreme.
I understand that. But what I'm saying is that was loosely based on a real
Fat Cat's not his dad.
Real rapper's like life.
He was from the Bronx.
I don't know, man. I think we could do it though.
You think his real name was Young Caesar?
No. In fact, I know it wasn't.
I think Get Rich is a classic movie, but I wouldn't call that the 50 Cent story. Nor would I call 8 Mile the Eminem story.
But how could you not call it the 50 Cent story when he got shot literally in his face, was rapping with his voice was different. That's literally what happened to 50.
I think he pulled certain things from his life.
Of course he did.
But just because he got shot, plenty of people get shot. That doesn't make it the 50 Cent story.
No. See, you doing this thing that you like to do. Yes, plenty of people get shot. That's a fact. Nobody's saying because you get shot, it makes it the 50 Cent story.
Nobody from his internal crew, fucking Bang'em Smurf didn't shoot him. Like, it's a whole different storyline. His man shot him, that betrayed him and that whole thing.
This is where loosely based comes in at, Rory.
I just think it's a completely
different story. It's not a documentary.
Okay.
It's loosely based. I think Get Rich or Die Trying is definitely a 50, his life story. Loosely.
Okay.
But let's have that draft though.
There's nothing to draft though, Papa. Like,
best rap movies?
We just named
there's only 3.
7 of them that they have.
Nah, there's more than that, man. Y'all tripping.
Think of name them.
There's more. I mean, we could sit down and do a draft though. I think we could.
That's why I said doing a biopic draft would be better.
Oh wait, there's Roxanne, which was fire on Netflix.
Incredible.
Roxanne was
so
good.
fucking good.
Incredible.
That might be that would rival Straight Outta Compton to me. The only one. But other than that, that's the only ones that are here. I'm trying to go through. Oh, Tupac Resurrection, but that was just a great documentary.
That was a documentary.
Loved it.
Do we count Michelet's movie?
Crush Groove? Y'all niggas ain't a movie?
No, Crush Grooves. Yeah, that counts.
I've never even heard of that.
You never saw Crush? Oh shit!
I
forgot you were so young. Oh my god! You gotta watch.
Share with the people what it is.
You gotta watch Crush Groove.
Crush Groove is an 80s film written by Ralph, you got it, and directed by Michael Schultz. Ironic. It's Blair Underwood as a young Russell Simmons in the early days of Def Jam. Russell Simmons was the film's co-producer and story consultant. I'm sure he left out a lot of things because he was the consultant and we didn't get an accurate story. What was that show that they canceled on VH1 that was amazing? The Breaks?
I think
that sounds familiar,
yeah.
That was loosely based off Russell and the Def Jam shit. They even had a young Nas. Like, that show was amazing. I wish they kept up with that.
Crush Groove, Baby D. Watch Crush Groove.
Okay, I'm going to have to check it out. I'm sure my dad knows what it is, so maybe I'll make him watch it with me.
You got to watch Crush Groove. You got to watch The Disorderlies with the Fat Boys. Trying to think of another 80s. Breakin'. Got to watch Breakin'. Yeah, start there. That's a good 3-pack.
I mean, outside of rapper stuff, the New Edition story was great. The TLC movie was great. The Aaliyah movie was fucking buns. They've done it for outside of rap.
Yeah.
ATL apparently is one.
The Jacksons, The American Dream might be the best one out of all of them.
Yeah, that was a great series. I might watch that every year. It come out. Every year it's on VH1, I might watch that.
I haven't seen it in a while. I have to go back and watch it. I never knew that it was a made-for-TV series because when I was watching it, they would play it like straight through. So I always just thought it was a really long movie when I was growing up.
Yeah, no, it aired on VH1, I think, when it first came out.
You know what would be the craziest series ever? It could not be a movie whatsoever. Just based off everything BG has copped to and who Birdman became. The Cash Money story would be the greatest rap TV series if done right. That story would be insane. The first season would just fucking be Birdman and BG doing insane things that are already on record, so we're not snitching. He cops like 40 bodies.
It's state property.
I don't think you'd get to Lil Wayne till season 3. Drake would be in season 14.
Is state property a rap movie?
They're up there. They're my personal.
Okay.
But that really wasn't about them. Like, I don't think Jay and Dame happened to be robbing the same house at the same time. It was like, yo, you take upstairs, I'll take downstairs.
That's not how that happened.
Rory always rewriting a script.
That's what happened.
That's not what happened in state property. That was Paper Soldier.
Oh, my bad.
What are you talking about? And they was going to rob the studio. He opened the door. Jay was in there recording. And they just closed the door like, nah, we're not robbing that studio.
I don't think Tata ever said, Beans, suck my dick. Like, you know.
That's hilarious.
Those are great movies, but I wouldn't consider them rap movies. Just great, hood films. But while we're on Hot Boys, before we get to voicemails, and we have an amazing conversation with Elliott Wilson after this as well. Travis Hunter, man, I didn't really care about that girlfriend shit. None of my fucking business. I don't care. Love is love. Rev run. Do whatever the fuck you want to do. And this is going to sound like hate, but I have to be honest. Why are you signing to Young Money sports agency?
Is that real?
Wife whoever the fuck you want to wife. Just whatever, man.
But is that real?
Deal with what comes with it.
Is that real?
Yes.
What is Young Money Sports Agency? What is that?
I had to find the website. And before everyone starts and clips this, whatever, Wayne, we absolutely love. Legend in his own right, done amazing things, cool, whatever. What the fuck is Young Money APPA Sports? I can't even find, I have the About section, which has all like their staff. I don't see who is signed to them. I did not know this existed, but again, I may be out of the loop. Lamar Jackson may be signed to them and I just didn't know. I've just yet to see a Young Money chain.
I've never heard of this
I've
agency.
never heard of it either.
And I mean, listen, no slight to Wayne. He might be, he might have a lot of the right people.
Could be amazing.
Over there that's ready to do great things for Travis Hunter. But I just, on one hand, it's okay, cool. Travis Hunter, want to keep business black and, sign with, black CEOs. Okay, cool. But
love it.
I think there's maybe a few more reputable black agents that he could have went with first. I mean, Rich Paul's out there somewhere.
Yeah, who's
I think he's a black man.
And a pretty good fucking agent.
Pretty good agent.
Established in 2017 is when it happened. I feel like Wayne has even done enough first take interviews and I think Wayne talks about sports more than he does hip hop.
Oh, for sure.
Maybe I missed the interview of when he was like, yo, I have a sports agency as well.
Yeah. Who is Travis? Because I don't, I've seen all the things about
guiding the young man.
Yeah, like who's in his corner? Who's his like his day-to-day, consigliers? I
mean, we haven't really commented on a lot of this because I feel like that's been piling on and just another topic.
I don't care about the girlfriend shit. That's,
whatever. This is where I was like, all right, who is in your corner, young man?
Yeah, that's my, and to have a coach like Deion Sanders, somebody who did it at the highest level, when you talk about just superstar, flash, bright lights, women, cars, jewelry, like, it don't get much better than prime time when it comes to that. I just feel like maybe he should lean on his coach a little more when it comes to like off the field personal life shit. I mean,
definitely
you got Deion Sanders. You got Deion Sanders in your locker room at your disposal every day to just talk about life after college and what to expect being a high-profile player going into the NFL. It don't get much better than Deion Sanders. So you see Travis going through things with his girl. I hope that maybe he spoke to Coach Sanders about that and how to navigate through those type of things, relationships with women, and even on the business side of signing with a Young Money. Again, maybe he's a big Wayne fan, but I just feel like with Deion Sanders right there, I feel like Deion would have been like, son, you sure that's where you want to?
And again, who's to say that the major regular agencies are great? Like, I don't know, Drew Rosenhaus and all that shit. That could be awful too for a young athlete as well. But I have some questions on Young Money APAA Sports.
I just have never heard bad things about Clutch.
Yeah,
sports and what Rich is over there doing. I've only heard great things. Is from what I see when I was looking at, Rich has got a lot of his players overpaid. It's like good players, but it's like Rich got him how much?
Deion guiding you outside of just fuck sports knowledge. Deion understands marketing, branding, what it's like to be in the spotlight more than probably any athlete that you can name outside of a few. It is a bit odd where decisions have been made.
Where's Travis Hunter from? originally?
It's a good question.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Like I can't see Dion letting his son sign something like that.
I can promise you, Dion, Shakur won't be signing with Young Money APAA.
He's from West Palm Beach, Florida. He moved to Georgia in the 8th grade.
West Palm Beach, Florida, Wayne, Florida.
Same at Mar-a-Lago tomorrow.
Okay. Listen, I wish him the best, man. He's a talented player. He seems to be a good kid. You know, hopefully he has his off the field, you know, things in order and has the right people around him, because, you know, it can go left really fast. But good luck to him, man. It just might end up being great. He might be the player that, you know, turns Young Money APAA into a powerhouse. You know, you never know. But I just think going into it, the Heisman Trophy winner, I think you kind of want to, you know, align with stronger players as far as business.
So get a Wayne feature.
Whatever that would do for him at this point, I don't know.
Never know.
You know, good luck to him, man. He's having a rough.
Wayne knows Robert Kraft. The Patriots will probably get the first
Has
pick.
anybody had a rougher Heisman Trophy year than Travis Hunter, like off the field? I'm pretty sure I mean, shit. It's been some crazy.
Reggie got his taken away, but that was years later.
Years later.
And then got it back. Yeah, I don't know.
I think
I'm sure there's somebody that we don't know about that probably.
I mean, I think Maurice Claret won Heisman, right? He had a crazy fucking year.
Yeah, that was a
crazy. He ended up having a crazy time.
That was a fucking doozy what he went through.
Yeah.
When it comes to Travis Hunter's girlfriend situation, did you guys ever watch the video that she released talking about everything? And she was like, Travis told me to come out here and talk about this.
I would never click on that. You know that.
I remember seeing it and seeing the length of the video and said, that's nice. Prayers for everyone involved.
So I went to watch it, but I had it on 2x speed because I'm never listening to somebody talk like that. But from what it seems like, what she was saying was that there were clips of her being taken out of context, and she was being bullied on the internet for clips of her being taken out of context. People are like, oh, they're saying I'm pouting when he won this, or I'm pouting when he's hugging cheerleaders, and that's not true. Like, this is what actually happened. This is what was going on.
I'm pretty sure that's part of it. I'm pretty sure some of that shit was taken out of context.
Yeah, for sure.
But
That's
it's just
easy.
like, once the internet finds out that you're the person to shit on, especially if you're a girl.
Oh, they pile on you.
They're gonna pile on.
Yeah.
She opened it with he cheated on her.
Well, so the reason why she said that is because everybody was on her ass because, and I'm not sticking up for her, but I just want the full story. Everybody was on her ass because she had said he wasn't originally her type, and then she ended up dating him anyways. So she was like, she came on there and she said, well, he wasn't originally my type because when he originally slid in my DMs, he had a girlfriend, and cheaters aren't my type.
Oh, she gave you the dignity, pride, honor.
She was like, so then when he got single, he doubled back or something like that. And then she ended up in a relationship with him.
He
She
doubled
gave him
back.
another chance. But
I mean, it's
don't know.
hypocritical because we're on a podcast and we always talk about a bunch of nonsense sometimes that we don't care about. But why do y'all care that much about his girlfriend? Like,
Yeah.
She's gonna take his money. He like proposed.
people always worried about the money of men that they are not sleeping with. Men be worried about other men money so much. It confuses me.
okay, to what Peach is saying, that people are concerned about his finances and that she's just there to take his money. That's a slow news day in the NFL, NBA, MLB, NHL, any Wall Street. And like, that's a slow fucking news day to me that somebody y'all deem as loose is going to take money. And I don't know if that girl's
Right.
loose. I'm saying how y'all deem it.
Mm-hmm.
That girl is taking advantage of somebody that has potential to be rich. Whoa.
Whoa.
If he likes a girl, he likes a girl. I mean, it may bite him in the ass later on when it starts affecting his play because she could be a fucking nightmare.
Oh,
but there's plenty of women that aren't gold diggers that could do the same fucking thing in your household. So
Oh, he's gonna bite him in his ass.
But see, I don't think that I don't know.
I think her, and I don't know this to be true because I haven't been following it. I think a girl that wants more attention than money is way more dangerous in that situation than a girl that just wants your finances and maybe will take 50% of your contract in 10 years. If she wants to be a star, that's an issue. You're fucked at that point. If this chick wants to be in the locker room, wants to be on camera, everything she does is now going to be attached to you because she wants to be on camera non-fucking stop. And all she is just some college student that happened to be in the same dorm as you and fuck. That's an issue to me. They're all going to get their money taken in divorce at some point. That's America.
It's the American way.
Damn, God, the way y'all look at love is just dark and dreary.
No, I just think that it's, we got to look at things for what they are, especially when these young men are, potential hundreds of millions of dollars players walking around, and, a girl sees him, doesn't know who he is at first, and then somebody puts on like, he's like the top player in the nation. It's like, oh, he's cute all of a sudden. It's like, okay, cool. So if shit starts to happen and people start to notice that, they call it out, cool. I'm not saying that this girl is around for money grabbing. I don't know about it. All I'm saying is to Roy saying, if it is, it's not the first time. Who cares? Like, we get it. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. This kid has potential to make a shit ton of money. Women are going to throw themselves at him. Why is this news? Like, because we're seeing it from the college level happening. Like, okay, if she's going to take him for his money and he's a sucker, she going to lick him. Simple.
And I mean, there could have been fair assessments of her character and who she is, but I'm seeing headline, oh shit, this girl was in a music video 3 years ago? Yeah, like, you mean somebody that's going to the league wifed a video girl?
It's stupid.
Top of the news list.
This shit is stupid, man.
Damn, she was in a SoundCloud rapper's fucking video.
Honestly, this is what's supposed to happen.
But she said it. She was like, used to drive me to parties and sit in the car.
I did see that one clip where she said, he used to drive me to parties and wait outside. He seems like the guy that would do that. He gives me those vibes.
I know a few dudes that do that. And I just be like, yo, if you happy, man, if you want to sit out here and listen to a podcast while your girl in there grinding, nigga, who am I to be like, yo, you bug?
I feel like that's a good boyfriend though. Like if you don't want to come with me, if you don't want to come with me, but you want me to be safe, I'm going to have fun.
You think it's a good boyfriend that's going to drop you off to a party, let you go in there, dance with a bunch of dudes, and he's sitting there.
But who says that she's dancing with a bunch of dudes?
Because that's what they do when they go to parties, baby D.
Maul, that's not always true.
No.
Young girls are not dancing at parties?
How young was she?
She's not 23. She's not 22.
They were playing Jenga.
But girls don't, you do know that, especially her era, girls don't really dance with dudes anymore. Like, it ain't like your time. Like,
her era?
They used to get
How old is this? This girl is like 21 years old.
I know. She's sitting at a party with a phone like
this
I'm here.
with her friends. She might
2
dance
years
with
ago
her friends.
at a college party?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, they don't dance with men at college parties anymore.
Yeah,
that was a music video.
For a hit record.
That was a music video.
That artist ain't no. Why you keep saying music video like that was off GNX or something? Who is that nigga?
Hey now.
Who's the artist? It was a music. Who is the artist?
He did some corny shit and put out merch with the image. Which to me was lame shit.
So go ahead, music video, right?
People do anything for money. People will nobody cares about being lame no more because of money and attention. Nobody cares about being lame.
This is fucked up for this new generation where I feel bad for them. Their entire lives have been recorded no matter who the fuck they are. They could be the brokest person on earth. Their entire fucking life has been on a phone. Mm. The women we may revere that are the wives of athletes that are quiet and like put together this and that. We don't know what the fuck they was doing because there was not a camera around at all times. Mm-hmm. These poor girls, she was probably 18 and a guy she was seeing was like, yo, be in my music video. You know how many fucking women on earth have done that you wouldn't know? Like, just because the song never hit? That's fucked up. Like, I feel for this girl now her whole life, because it was on camera, she's going to be judged different than another NFL wife that probably did some wilder shit. We just don't know about it.
Right.
Yeah.
It's fucked up for these kids.
I was in a music video in college.
I mean, the artist? He was rapping, right?
No.
Who was the artist?
He almost invited you to the Frank stand. It's this rapper, but he's cool now. He's like I think he's like in the school system. But we had a music video. I was like drunk in it, like up like in the college, like the closet. Like they had me up, like they put me like up at the top of the closet shelf. It was called Welcome to My Dorm Party. It was a playoff of Welcome to My House Party.
Oh, okay.
And they told you, yo.
How did you get up in the cubby?
They lifted me up there. I used to weigh like 115 pounds.
And then you just lay down like you was asleep?
Yeah, with the cup in my hand.
I like it.
I'm so glad you got away from that lifestyle.
That was my idea, though, actually. I've been a producer, yo. That was my idea.
That was your idea?
To put me up there, yeah.
Yo, be in the closet. Treat me like a hat. Put me on the top shelf. Put me on the top shelf of the closet.
Treat me like a hat.
Treat me like a hat.
This is my moment.
I could be a hat. Look, what?
So yeah, now I feel like for the rest of your life, you should be judged for that moment, for every decision that you ever make. Any man that you go near, they should bring that up.
They're going to bring that up
you.
and be like, yo, you a gold digger.
Oh,
yeah.
No, this podcast.
Every decision.
I'll never get married because of this podcast.
That's not true.
It's close
You get
enough.
married. Somebody.
No, but you got new year, new.
Would you date a female podcaster?
Sure.
Yeah.
Seriously, would you marry a female podcaster? Rory, shut the fuck up. No, you wouldn't. Stop.
I would.
Wait, why you say that?
You would not, bro. You would not.
Why not?
Why
You
you say that?
You would not sit up there and date a female podcaster that was talking about sitting and spitting for the new year. You're not doing that. You're not doing
Well,
that.
sitting and spitting.
Why do you think
on
every
who?
podcast is about sitting and
Sitting
spitting?
and spitting on who though? Like she would have to be clear about if it's my girl. She would have to be clear about if now my girl's a female podcast. She's like, yo, new year, new dick. Then I'm gonna have a problem there. But if she's saying like, yo, new year, me and my man, I'm gonna be sitting and spitting on him more. Oh, then we in love. Yeah, cool. But you can't just be yelling out new year.
You're not doing that.
You can't be yelling out new year, new dick, and we in a relationship.
Well, no, of
If
course
Sarah from the
but
Serial
you're not
podcast
dating a
looked
girl
different,
who you hear
I'd
say
wife.
new. If you're not gonna pursue that girl, you're not gonna do that.
Why not? I would. She like to sit and spit. What time she get off?
You say that like all these girls on Instagram on their story aren't revealing these things.
Yeah, but it's different because they not getting paid for that. They selling pussies. Baby D selling hope.
I didn't think of it that way.
It's a difference.
And closet space.
And yeah, she's showing you, listen, this is how you compartmentalize.
This is your closet design.
Yo, sitting.
What's that? The Asian chick that says, does it mean anything to you? What's that series where she teaches you how to get everything out of your closet? It's fine. You guys aren't cultured.
Was that on Netflix?
I'm like, what the fuck?
It should be by now.
I feel like that
She
was.
asked if it's savory to your life. Like that's the only thing she could say. And if you say yes or no, then it gets thrown
I feel
out.
like that was on
And
Netflix.
She treats you. She showed you how to like put drunk women in your closet.
No, she doesn't show you that. She shows you how to like
Make space for it.
keep
Yeah.
everything. I feel like that was on Netflix. That was on Netflix. I feel
Yeah.
like.
I have no idea who you're talking about.
Yeah, I feel like we talked about that. Like when we was watching it when it came out.
Who knows?
Yeah,
I
I remember that.
don't even know if we need to get to voicemails before we
Tidying
get to
up with Marie Kondo.
maybe. I don't know.
Was it Netflix? I feel like we definitely watched that. Yeah. it was
Oh yeah, Netflix. Yep. Watch Tidying Up.
Yeah.
Netflix.
Did you guys watch anything over the holiday? I did have time finally to like watch some of the big Juror number 2 I watched on Max, which was big. And then did you guys watch Carry On with Jason Bateman?
No, I keep seeing every time I'm on Netflix, I see it. I'm like, I want to watch it. How was it?
It's really good. Highly suggest it. But what's that Kevin Hart movie that we love where he turns into Jason Bourne at the end?
Well, Wesley Snipes?
Yeah, which is a great fucking
Oh
movie.
my God, I forgot the name.
It just
of that.
starts to
I
get
forgot about it.
it starts to get like a little bit too insane.
Yo, I don't.
Carry On is incredible, but at one point you're gonna be like, okay, we have now went from this could be a really cool storyline to now we're living in the make believe.
Kevin Hart killed them niggas
True
at the end
story
with
was
2
called-
headshots.
They stashing dead bodies in TSA rooms. I'm like, all right, man, there's not one camera in sight.
Yeah, see, that's when shit get just too unrealistic for me. Kevin Hart killed them niggas with 2 headshots.
True
Two
story.
niggas.
One hand. No, look, I think he even covered his eyes and went like this.
You made us watch this whole
It's
thing.
a great movie.
For this, and this is how it ends?
I had a crush on the girl that died. She was only in a few scenes, but even
Can't
dead,
remember how
was
she
bad.
looked.
Even dead, she was bad is crazy. I finally watched It Ends With Us.
How was it?
It was good. It was really good. It was good. Like knowing all when I went into it, I had heard about the things that were going on behind the scenes with Blake Lively and her co-star and how they hated each other. She's
Yeah.
suing him right now.
I thought it was the
like,
director too. No?
improper. He was her co-star and the director or the production company. I think he owned it.
Some nasty shit. She has a
Yeah,
case.
he was like being weird and stuff. And yeah, but the movie came out really good.
Squid Game 2. Anyone started? I'm on episode 3.
No.
Yeah?
Ever since I seen Mr. Beast do it, I'm like, when Mr. Beast did it, it was real. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to see the show no more.
Mr. Beast did a real Squid Game.
He did an entire.
He cooked squid, or like he did a Squid
No,
Game.
he did an entire Squid Game and gave away money.
Did people die?
No, nobody died.
Oh, it wasn't real.
I thought that's why they
Show
were
us the
trying to
bodies.
cancel him.
But he killed it. He had the whole set, like everything.
No, I gotta see dead bodies.
Speaking of Blake Lively, I'm watching Gossip Girl.
That's cute.
XOXO Gossip Girl. Do you like it?
So far, yeah.
How about you watch Grey's Anatomy if you watch it, Gossip Girl?
I saw Grey's Anatomy.
You saw it, but did you watch it from the beginning? Like really watch it?
I watched it up until I didn't finish Grey's Anatomy. I think I'll stop the second season before the last.
There is no last season.
Grey's Anatomy. It's still
It
going.
ended.
It's still going. It's on season 20.
Oh, I thought it-
21.
Grey's Anatomy is still
So
going.
why did all the women cry like 2 years ago? I thought it was done.
That was because one of the main characters died. I think.
George Clooney?
I
I just
don't-
went and did the Ocean's movies. That was ER. Okay.
No.
Same thing.
It's going into like season 21 right now, I think.
Damn.
Grey's Anatomy is still on. Yeah, that's why you like when it ended. I'm like, when the fuck? Did
I'm
it
not
end?
gonna finish that shit.
It stops being good around season 16, 17. So just go up to there.
Season 16 is at that point. It's like, fam, all right, wrap this shit up, man.
Nah, I love it. You gotta watch it. Watch it from the beginning.
I'm gonna finish Gossip Girl first.
Okay.
I like it.
For the people that are not on Patreon, we have 2 sitcom TV show drafts. We split them up by race naturally.
Of course.
And I was thinking over the holiday break that we were completely wrong. I do feel like sitcoms need a live studio audience. Like, I don't know if The Office is a sitcom, bro.
The Office is a sitcom, dog.
I was watching The Office over the break and I was like, this is just a hilarious comedy series. I feel like a sitcom in retrospect needs the studio audience. I think that's what makes it.
But that's not fair.
Like,
because,
you have a set, there's only like 3 different fucking sets.
But that's not fair because if you're gonna do that, then In Living Color is a sitcom. And you said it was sketch. You said it was sketch comedy. That's a live audience.
But that's sketch. Like, Chappelle's show was live audience, but that's a sketch show to me. SNL has a live audience, that's a sketch show to me. All that.
But you saying you feel like sitcoms need to have a live audience.
But that doesn't make or break it. I'm not saying anything with a live studio. Like, Martha Stewart had a live studio audience. The View has a live studio audience. I'm not saying that makes it a sitcom, but I feel like a sitcom needs those 3 interchanging sets and a live studio audience. In retrospect.
No way. If you feel like
subscribe to Patreon to hear our argument.
So Curb Your Enthusiasm is not a sitcom?
I don't think so.
Get the fuck. You crazy, bro.
So you
this
saying that
goes against everything I said on Patreon, which
you're
is
saying
2 amazing episodes.
Abbott isn't a sitcom either.
No.
You're saying, no, that's not.
I think
Chris
it's
Rock show is not a sitcom?
No.
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 What the fuck? What are y'all talking about right
you
now?
sound crazy. Just
Chris
I
Rock
agree.
show is not a sitcom?
yeah, you sound
It's like
crazy.
King of Queens. That's the sitcom.
That's a sitcom. Friends, sitcom. Seinfeld, sitcom.
Chris Rock, Everybody Hates Chris.
Just because it was the original way that they did sitcoms with the live studio audience, it doesn't mean that that's only
Bernie Mac show is
then-
not a sitcom?
So then that means there will never be another sitcom again, just because they changed the way they did sitcoms.
Y'all are crazy,
That's
man.
not true.
But the Gerard Carmichael show, which more recent, that was a sitcom to me in the modern era.
There was no live studio audience. It had a laugh track. It was not a live studio audience.
Okay, well, I guess I'm saying more laugh track than anything. I don't know, just my thoughts over the break of we maybe had it completely wrong.
Nah, man.
didn't.
You read a comment or two and now you feel like, who
No,
said that
I
in the
honestly
comments?
did not read a single comment about anything
Man,
whatsoever.
Curb Your
about it.
Enthusiasm is a sitcom. I don't care what y'all talking about.
It's a great
Everybody
HBO
Hates
comedy
Chris
series.
is a sitcom.
Everybody Hates Chris is definitely a fucking sitcom.
Y'all are tripping.
I don't know, man.
Y'all crazy as fuck.
You've got mail.
How do y'all make the difference, or how do y'all know the difference between a hoe that's for you and a hoe that you only fucking? And is it a difference sexually in what she giving you?
I don't fully understand this question.
Y'all both seem like some cool niggas. Like, y'all like, you know, y'all kind of fly or whatever.
He high as shit right now.
Seem like y'all will kind of play in the same streets as well. Like, are y'all Eskimo brothers? I feel like I ain't never heard y'all speak on that. That was rocking with y'all though.
So his first original question was
How do you know a hoe is for you?
It was a profound question. If you peel back the layers,
Yeah.
that was an onion
Well,
question.
like if she a hoe, like she really doing like, you know, hoe shit in the bedroom, how do you know that? How do you know the difference between a hoe that's just for fun or a hoe that you should take seriously?
It's a hoe for you.
A hoe.
God tailored that hoe for you.
So basically if she's a freak in the bedroom,
Yeah.
but how do you know she's just being freaky with you and not just out here freaking with everybody?
Yeah. Like how do
Is that how you took it?
How do you know which
I'm
hoes
asking-
are worth ignoring the wholeness for? Like how do you know this hoe is for you?
That's how I took it. As when do you start ignoring that you know for a fact that this woman has been for the streets for a while, but you like this hoe a lot? What are the deciding factors?
I don't know. That's a tough question to ask me because I feel like if I know a hoe is for the streets, I'm not even entertaining her or even letting it get to a point where I feel like, yo, nah, she my hoe.
But
But what happens if
when
you find
he's
out
talking
later?
about hoe and Maul, I think he's talking about like normal hoe. I think what you're thinking is
What's
like
a normal hoe?
so I think he's talking about
A woman with
girl,
more than one body.
yeah, like a girl that she's not innocent, right? But she's not fucking out here just fucking anybody or for the streets.
Right.
But she's not a fucking virgin.
Her
She has a
number
past.
her number would make you uncomfortable, but it's not anything that's crazy.
Okay.
Yeah. And like she's like, you like, damn, like I really like this girl. Like that type shit. Not the girl that got passed around by the homies. Like not
Okay.
I think that's what he's asking. Like, yo, like how do I know that like this hoe is for me or
She spent a lot of 2015 on vacation with no real sense of income.
No, those are those are.
But that was in 2015. It's 2024.
Those are different hoes. We talking about just normal, regular hoes, like regular people hoes. Y'all be experiencing.
Well, first of all, Instagram has changed that aspect. Regular ass hoes are in Ibiza right now with everybody.
Yeah, Monday.
Like it used to be the elite ones. The elite ones that's been ran through. Everyone's finding the regular hoes now. It'd be chicks where I'm like, 400 followers? I've known you for 10 years. How the fuck is you out there?
I don't know how. I don't know. I guess it ultimately comes down to if you're kicking it with that too. But if you're kicking it with a girl and you know her history and you know, however you introduced to her, you kind of got the Carfax on her. I think you just make your own, like all right, cool. Yeah, I know she was bopping around, but fuck it, I like her. As I've seen dudes do that, where it's like, you like, yeah, I ain't gonna, she cool though. What can I say to that?
She makes me happy. Be with who makes you happy. It's
subjective, man. If you cool and no matter what her history is and, who dated her and all that, have fun, man.
It's very hard to find people that you actually like. That's a very difficult thing.
Yeah.
If she happens to have a past, keep it pushing.
Love is rare. Happiness
just don't ask questions.
Is rare.
Yeah.
Love and happiness are rare. If you find somebody who makes you happy and that you click with, don't be worried about what the fuck happened 10 years ago. Like you're wasting your time.
I mean, it does. You can't ignore what happened because you got to look at what happened to kind of know, You
got to look where you've been and know where you're going.
Right. You got to kind of just make have discernment. I think a lot of people don't have discernment. Have discernment. Like, yeah, she was out in the street. She was playing around, dated a few guys, whatever. But if you kicking it with her, you spending time with her, that may be a part of her life that she's closed and she's done with it. She want to really like be with one person and have a great time, fun, laugh. Y'all laugh together. If it's like that and you fall in love, cool.
And I mean, not to get too deep for the end of the year, but sometimes you have to look in the mirror and say, what is a stream? I don't define what that is.
Yeah.
What your definition of a hoe could be your own internal shit, and she's not really a hoe, or she's a super hoe, and you're okay with that.
Yeah.
You don't get to define what the definition of hoe is. Just in your ego maniac fucking brain, you think because she slept with one person you happen to fucking know and had one summer where she went a little crazy, you don't get to define what the cost of a stream is. You're not Spotify. You don't define her past as being a hoe. If you like the girl, you like the girl. Just take the exchange rate and keep it pushing if you like your album.
But the problem I have with that is when dudes get with a girl like that has a history, has a past, and now they feel like, this is my girl, and then they find out she out here still seeing other guys, and then they want to go to violence and harm the girl. But it's like, nigga, you knew she was...
There's a difference between a hoe and a cheater, and of course those lines can blend, but there's plenty... Some of the quote-unquote biggest, that would be deemed the biggest hoes that I know, are typically the most loyal girlfriends.
Best girlfriends.
Like, they be in the streets when they single,
man, I don't
but when it's time to be in a relationship, they're my man, my man, my man, my man.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Mom, yeah, that's her man. I'm not saying that ain't your man, your man, your man.
I don't know. Like, I like the hoes that I know, and I'm talking about hoes that like were hoeing since they were like 12, 13 years old. Like, this is in them.
Who is hoeing since 12, 13 years old?
Plenty.
Believe me.
Yeah,
dedicated hoes. They make the greatest wives. Like, because they got all their shit out the way. Like, they've been doing it for so long. That shit is like, they be in the house chilling. It be the girl that got her heart broken by a nigga recently, and she been a good girl her whole life, and a nigga did her dirty, and she got that impurity in her heart. Yeah,
and she's never known what the false glamour of being in the streets is like. Mm-hmm. She's never been on a vacation she didn't earn. She's never had the opportunity to just be in a DM. Yo, you want to fly to fucking Turks? Bet. Bring all your friends. Let's go to the fucking private airport. She don't even know about that, so she goes crazy because she's never experienced those things. The hoe been doing that since she was 18.
I just don't think people give enough credit.
Than yours.
I just don't think people give enough credit to the amount of women that are out here that don't have a whole past that are cool as well. I think we just kind of act like those women are extinct.
I think we've been trying to tell you that that's the case.
No, I know that.
We've been explaining to you that the whole world isn't hoes.
I know that there's cool girls out here that don't have whole past. Most of the times they're either already in relationships, taking shit like that. But I just think that if somebody poses a question like that, I think it's because, just be honest, you like hoes, and it's okay to like hoes. But
Clay came on here and said he likes promiscuous women. I thought that was great.
Who?
Clay. He said his type. He likes those type of women.
And that's fine. Like, if that's what you like, yo, date who you like, man. It's 2025. Date who you like. It doesn't even matter anymore. Whoever you like, whoever you in love with, whoever you want to be with, no matter who you with, if somebody gonna talk about you, they're gonna talk about you.
The aliens are gonna come in 2025, and nobody is gonna give a fuck about who she fucked in 2014.
Yeah, the aliens like
if you fuck an alien, I don't know. Cause like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you fuck an alien, I don't think I could get past that type shit. Cause like, what if you not pleased with me? Like, what if the alien has some fire? I don't know.
Did the alien like run in my friend circle? Like, was he around? Does the alien know people that I know that it could get back to me and affect like my future with her? Like, are they gonna be whispering at the alien mixer? Like, yo, fam, he with her?
Y'all joking, but it's gonna come to a point where
we flew out to Area 51 and got busy with her.
We gonna start walking past aliens like a normal day in Manhattan.
I think we're doing it now.
Yeah, like alien on the corner. Like, there's an alien over there. Everybody taking pictures of it. I believe that's where it's headed. And I'm dead serious. How they can be taking pictures with the naked cowboy in Times Square? It's gonna be it's gonna be an alien.
Yeah.
And people gonna be like, oh shit, they're real. Like, yeah, they're not harmful. They just chilling. Like,
it'll get to that point eventually.
Absolutely.
Well, let's get into this conversation with Elliott Wilson. Got into some year-end wrap-up shit, some arguments. We had to press Elliott. Where's B-Dot?
Where is B-Dot?
What's up with this new West Coast podcast? It was a cool conversation. Always fun to have Elliott on, especially to end the year. Happy New Year. Everyone have a safe night. It's amateur night. Please, please be safe.
Be safe. Be blessed. Happy 2025.
How you lemon ginger and drink lemon ginger?
Because I am a lemon ginger.
You're
That's
like
why.
living a lemon ginger life, nigga.
It helps.
How you lemon ginger and drinking lemon ginger?
Yeah.
Fuck.
It's just adding in it's like my steroids.
Yo, how does a lemon ginger?
Yeah, it's a little lemon ginger.
Adapting, right?
But we are back for the last episode of 2024.
Woo!
Right before New Year's Eve. And we figured because he traveled all the way from the left coast, the left side.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. When I woke up this morning, you know what I'm saying? I looked outside the window, Rory, you know what I'm saying? I had my cup of coffee.
Yeah.
I said, I feel a little oppy outside today.
Okay.
I didn't know.
It was overcast. Is that why you thought so?
It was a little gloomy. It was like, I didn't know if it was raining. It was a little drizzle.
It felt like someone brought like some smog.
Yeah, then
from the West Coast over to the East Coast.
I'm like, could this be the holiday? You know, the holiday kind of like depression when the holiday's here and it's like ending and then the end of the year and you start.
The metaphor of that. You're saying this is the
I didn't know what it was. And then
physical version of it.
As I'm sitting in the office today, Rory, the elevator doors open.
Yes.
And Elliott Wilson gets off the elevator and I'm like,
yes.
Oh,
West Coast Wilson, which he coined himself, by the way.
He coined himself West Coast Wilson. I mean, listen, if that's what you coined yourself, I'm here to call you that.
Yeah.
Thank you, West Coast Wilson, for joining us.
Thank you, Maul.
I've been waiting for this face-to-face.
Let's go. What's up? I'm ready. What's up?
It's been a very interesting
Talk to me nicely, nigga.
I'm just, listen, man. My energy is,
I love all y'all. Y'all lineage,
exactly.
Nigga.
I love everybody.
Biggs love me, Hop love me, you love me, nigga.
Exactly.
Talk
So I'm just happy to finally be able to sit here and talk to you face-to-face and laugh about the year.
Crazy year.
It felt like 5 years.
Right? Crazy.
This 1 year has felt like 5.
Insane.
Every time me and Rory talk about something, it's like, wait, that happened this year?
It's crazy.
The older you get, years do fly by. 2024 did not.
No.
This shit felt long.
Yeah.
Marathon.
A lot has happened this year. But all jokes aside, it is good to see you.
Thank you, Maul.
Finally, welcome to our
I know
home.
Maul doesn't really fuck with a lot of guests.
True.
I mean,
I'm like the made in America niggas. Like he loves love for that.
Hey, shout out to my guys. Shout out to my guys.
Maul will shut it down. It's like Rory's like, okay, come to the program, but like Maul is not like a lot of guests, so I respect that.
It's not that I don't like a lot of guests. I just don't want to have guests on that either me or Rory kind of don't really have. I don't like to get to know people on camera. It's just awkward to me. I'm just not. I'd rather have some type of rapport in real life away from the camera. And then,
well, you guys have a lot of years in. Do you feel like there was a bit of a shift in 2024? I'm here just to be like the couples counselor
with
and everything.
Shift with what?
Just of who Elliott aligned himself with. Ironically, because the last time we were all together.
When is the last time we was all together?
Me and Elliott have had dinner plenty of times. I see him all the time. That's my man. Yeah. But on mic to the public,
Yeah.
The last time we were all together, we were in a hot ass trailer at Made in America in the Duce trailer.
Damn,
And
that was
we-
the last time.
and we had interviewed- We had
Boss.
interviewed Elliott and B-Dot as
Yeah.
Rap Radar.
Did me first, and then did me and B that after
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
I
okay.
doubled
So,
up.
yeah.
with
So
the-
we
with
should have
the
saw
fam.
the divide at that point.
That was
'Cause
2
Elliott wanted his
years, right?
solo and his.
That was 2 years.
Yeah, and I pulled the homie. It's all the love. Yes, of course.
And it's weird. B-Dot, from my understanding, lives on the East Coast, and we have another chair.
Yeah.
We're not short of chairs.
What's up, man? Let's get.
Yo, where
let's
B-Dot
start-
at, man?
Let's start
Where we
there.
at? What's
Let's
up?
start because I'm
What's
seeing
up,
a lot of
baby?
Elliott and DJ Head. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Head. That's my
Yeah.
guy. But it's like, what's
Well, that's the theory. You think that I started a show with DJ Head called The Bigger Picture is
No, we don't
why
think. It's recorded.
I'm already like gonna be ops with the boy going
Yeah.
forward, right?
Yeah.
You said, "Boss, say yeah." There we go.
No, I'm just trying to understand.
This ain't- this ain't-
You
Yeah.
said, you said yeah,
No.
right? The game.
This guy's been doing media for so long. Look at how he deflected. I asked about B-Dot, his partner.
He started talking
and he
about
said,
Drake.
yo, DJ Head, I can't even fuck with Drake
He
no
said
more.
DJ Head and the boy.
I said,
I love B-Dot.
I said
Love B-Dot.
Brian Miller.
Love Brian Miller, legend. My
Agreed.
guy.
Yeah.
100%.
What's up though?
you mean?
Where's y'all working relationship at? First of all, where's y'all personal relationship at?
My guy. It's 100%.
When's the last time you spoke to him? You saw him?
Yeah,
You tricked us. I thought there was a big return with Christmas.
Questions like, was
No,
that
I'm just
you
saying,
joke the Dame? It's like, nigga,
No,
what the fuck
I mean,
is history?
if somebody saw Rory on camera with, you know, DJ whoever every fucking week.
You can say DJ Head.
Yeah, with DJ Head. You know what I'm saying? And somebody would ask Rory eventually, like, yo, what's up with Maul? Where Maul at? So it's only
I
natural.
love B-Dot.
You said that's your
Rap
third time
Radar
saying you love him.
podcast is iconic.
Yeah.
Of course.
You know, if we get the right situation, we back at it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta get the right paperwork right.
Okay.
Get it right.
Okay.
Legendary. Like,
split's got- the split's
nobody
gotta
got
be
no better
right.
interviews. Demaris knows. Talk, baby, what's up?
Y'all
So-
profit partners?
Huh?
Are y'all profit partners?
Of course.
Oh, I was
Absolutely.
wondering.
100%.
I think
So,
they're co-owners. I don't know if they're.
Yeah. Whatever it is. Like,
You got B-Dot in a
nobody's
360?
done no more legendary
Is that why he wears a
interviews than we
do-rag all the
have.
time?
Huh? What's
Is that why he wears a do-rag all the time? You got him in 360?
That's a Southside shit. That's a Jamaica shit. I can't. We get along.
so
So
y'all-
South side, I'm Wood side, so it's tough.
So y'all, everything
Good
is
shit.
cool though, like on the personal level.
I
Y'all
love
good.
B-Dot.
No, but how's everything on the personal level? Y'all good?
We're good.
Okay.
100%.
All right, just making sure.
So when you get the deal right, you get the best interviews. Like, that's the thing. It's like, yo, it's like, there's no interviews anymore. It's like, yo, we just
oh, no,
commentary.
there's interviews. You just don't like the new interviews.
Hello.
You've been very vocal
Hello.
in your disdain.
Oh, Maul's focused.
For those-
Okay.
I'm just
Let's
saying,
go.
I think
Let's
it's two
go,
things.
Maul.
I think it's two things.
Let's go, baby.
Obviously, the podcast space is completely different financially for everybody. I don't care whose pod it is.
Yeah.
The times have changed.
Yep.
So I can obviously see that being a thing. You guys both have other shit going on. But to Maul's point, let's say it was the old podcast boom in 2016, 2017. Is there a space for real interviews anymore? Does anyone actually want to sit with two journalists and be interviewed?
Or even one. Well, that's why I'm here, because I got Elliott Wilson experience launching January 7th. Rock Nation's powered me. Absol, Wale. Who I got? Absol, Wale, Snoop. Your favorite, Leon Thomas.
My guy, yeah.
Thank you to Rory for pull up. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, I think that it has to be a space for that. I feel, me. I think it does.
I think
you know?
there is a space still for the traditional interview journalism type of thing. I just think that you caught some slack online because, you know, coming from the era we from,
Yep.
you know, I used to stand in the corner store and read magazines all day.
You
know
didn't
what I
pay?
mean?
Real shit.
No, I didn't never paid. I just used to read them and then, you know.
Yo, you
go
steal
home.
the shit, it counts as a sale.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
If you steal, it's
Right. So we
Love
come
it.
from that. But you do
I wanna
you do
send it.
you
Send
boost
everyone.
you boost is a win. You
Yeah.
boost is a win.
So you
We
do
good.
have to understand how in 2023, 24, things have changed.
Yes, sir.
Media has changed.
Yes, sir.
Technology has made it to where people enjoy things differently now. People want to sit and watch somebody stream and just be in the house and do whatever. And if a celebrity pulls up to kick it with them on their stream, people watch it. They like it.
Yes.
It doesn't have to be the prototypical, hey, let's sit down, let's talk, let's interview
More
type of
comfortable,
thing.
yeah.
People like to, I think, you know, for celebrities and things like that, I think they rather feel more comfortable and at ease instead of sitting somewhere and feeling like they're being grilled.
Yeah. Feels like
About
more of a safe space.
What's
for
going
them.
on?
Yeah.
And you spoke out about, you know, your feelings on that. And
It bothers me still to this
but
day.
why does it bother you?
Because it's like there needs to be a balance. I think when you put an album out, for example, any artist, right? You put an album out, I don't think the album is like your own reflection of it. I think you need to talk about your art, what you did to somebody you trust or respect. Like it gets lost without that. It's just like one album, like, oh, put the album out. Even Freddy Gibbs, like y'all champion Freddy Gibbs album, right? All day. Y'all Freddy Gibbs. He don't want to talk to nobody. It's like, yo, what the fuck?
But I think Freddy's comes from just more disdain for being in the industry for 10 years and a lot of shit going back and forth with that. But
there's an imbalance in the game. You know?
Where I think it's odd, and I've defended you all year when it was you versus the streamers, just because you my mans, but I am here to say that my issue is that you haven't leaned all the way into it. Because I agree with you. There's still, it's okay to have our favorite artists go and have fun on a stream and do a sleepover with Kai. I think it's incredible. Yeah. But there needs to be somewhat of a balance, especially in a time where if we don't get an interview, we don't know anything about your life. And rappers are more celebrities than they are musicians now.
Yeah.
If I don't get a Hove and Drake, Nas, if I don't get any of those interviews, I can go to the album and find out where they're at in their life. That's how you get attached as a fan to an artist.
Yep.
Now they're more celebrity than they are musician. So who you are as a person is way more important. I think the sit-down interview is what people actually care more. Because y'all not talking about shit in your music.
Yo, but why?
So I can't get any type of connection.
Why is it so cool we're all media now, but then nobody talk to media? It's like it's an imbalance.
Well,
like,
I mean, media's only interviewing media because I feel like the fans shifted, and I think we saw that the most, and I don't want to get in a full-blown Kendrick Drake thing, but we saw that in May, the complete shift. It was right in front of our faces that these people are fans of content. They're not fans of music. Wow. And a lot of those fans are fans of media people. Even though we talk about music, we do talk about a bunch of other shit. It's very much a lifestyle, content-based game with podcasting and streaming. Like, as much as I do want to hear from Kai about music, that's like a minuscule part of Kai's brand.
You want that from
Kai is Kai's brand, not his opinion on what a Cardi song is.
Yeah. Right.
So these fans are interested in media, messy media shit, and media talking to other media. Less than the artists, because the artists aren't as interesting maybe as we once thought they were.
But we have to have the interviews that balance the commentary, right? Like, we have commentary all day, but it's like, yo, where's the conversation with these people that are making the art?
Do you think,
where's that balance? Like, there's no balance anymore.
Do you think there's a lot of artists that have good teams behind them that are telling them don't go do that because people have a different view of you
cool to do that,
when you have to do a long form? I saw with the presidency shit where everyone was saying, yo, Trump did a great thing by going with Rogan. People got to know him for 3 hours, not talk about politics. Yeah. To carry a 3 hour conversation.
Strategic,
And Kamala's team said they didn't want to do that because it was exposing too much of who she really was. She can't control a 3 hour interview.
Yeah.
I think people are getting the same advice to their artists, whether it be label execs or major.
100%.
We know how you are when you're not on a microphone. Everyone's going to dislike you. So if you have to do a 2 hour interview with someone that's really a journalist, if I'm managing an artist I know is not built for that, I'm definitely going to tell them, do it live and we'll do it together.
Are you prepared to tell the truth, right? Like, is Drake prepared to have a real conversation about everything that went on? Like Kendrick, Cole, are they prepared right now to have a real conversation? Maybe not.
Okay, probably, but why would they owe that this soon? Even though I would want that.
They don't owe it. I'm saying that they're not ready for it, I don't think, right now.
But why do you say they're not ready for it?
Because it requires so much honesty of like really looking at the whole landscape of what happened. The introspection of it's like, yo, we're not there yet.
But with people like Cole and Drake, I think we're going to get that in the music on the next album, both of them. Yeah. So yeah, of course I'd want them to sit down and have to really answer to certain questions. I would love for Kendrick to sit with someone and someone straight up ask, do you really think Drake is a pedophile? Like, I want those questions, of course.
Yeah.
But with them, I don't care as much because they will put that in the music.
Yeah.
These younger artists, they're not saying shit either. So where is the connection as a consumer?
Well, the young artists don't even know how to talk.
Yeah, I was going to say that. I'm like, they're not doing interviews because they don't know how to speak.
Half of these young artists speak. Like, they don't even know how to talk.
But y'all say that, but there's also this other group of artists that are now content creators. They're media. Yeah. Like, we always do the City Girl #7 as a joke, but Young Miami is good at what she does for the purpose of it. There is still a side, and those people that could do great interviewers are now becoming the media.
Yes. Everybody's media. Summer Walker's media. Cameron's running like he's Stephen A. Smith. It's what we're doing with.
Why are you saying like he's Stephen A? Why he not running around like Cameron?
Cameron to be that.
That's what people be mad at you about when you say shit like that.
which I think he should lean
That
into.
was
Be the
hate. That
old
was hate,
villain.
OD, that was hate.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I think people be mad at you.
Oh, it's hate.
Cam is running
hate.
around like he's Stephen A. Smith. No,
why
Cam
is he support journalists? Because he has an opinion? Why?
But
Him and Mace have proved to have a good opinion that
he
people
got
care
Mace
about.
having a job and really like check because the bag is
He was
there.
a pastor.
But Elliot, you don't think that we all come from the culture of we all sit around in our neighborhoods in front of our buildings?
But
in the
Maul don't
barbershop?
make you a journalist.
But I'm just saying, we all sit around in our groups with our friends
Exactly.
and talk about
Our
sports,
opinions, yes.
music. That's
Absolutely.
all. That's all these guys are doing right now.
But that's not fair. Is Shannon Sharp a journalist?
No, but that's the
Or does he
easier
have
bridge.
experience from it?
That's where the athlete becomes the media. That's the easier Charles Barkley. That's easier transition.
So why is it easier for the athlete but not the artist?
It's not easier, but I don't like it because like you imagine like this is the shit I do well, and not everybody want to do it, and they get the
So you
celebrity off that
don't
shit.
like it because you feel like they're not coming to the journalists to have these conversations.
I'm real with that.
Which affects your
the
bottom
best I
line.
ever do is me with that. So then you want to be that off celebrity of what. So I can talk about that. I don't like that shit, and not be a hater.
Yeah.
It's reality.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
You don't like it because you don't think they're good at it?
I know I'm better at it.
Okay.
It's me. It's my life.
Okay.
But Elliot, what
Imagine
would make
it.
you better at it? Because in this day and age, it's just not about getting the information right. It's about who's more entertaining. So who are you to say I'm better at this than them when what
I'll prove it to you I'm better than you. Like I'm the best. I'm more informed.
Are you better at telling a story? Are you better
100%.
at getting accurate
They're not
information?
better. It's like that shit cringeworthy. I watch that shit. It's not good.
Yo,
Shit ain't
But
popping.
this-
it ain't popping.
I don't agree.
This takes-
What's the camera interview? Was like, yo, Cameron really asked the questions. Like, what are you talking about? No.
But what interview did Cam take away from something of let's say we're the hip hop ilk? Even if Maul and I aren't journalists, we're still in hip hop media. You are a hip hop journalist. What interview did Cam take away from us?
They have celebrity has access to different things that I may not have. And again, I do feel like they underperform.
See, I think I have to push
Every
back. I have to
time.
push back
No?
there because you have had 25 years of relationships with
30,
publicists,
30,
PR interviews.
30.
The three majors where Cam is a
30.
celebrity and has, relationships for him being in the game for 30 years. But you have direct relationships with the majors that the rest of the podcasting world never had. So
Okay.
you still do have that. I think we have to go back to the period at the end of the sentence of what the fans want. And with Cam or Young Miami, maybe they just want to be entertained. With Kai, they just want to be entertained. They don't
No,
want to be
but Roar
informed.
is
They don't
the-
want to be informed.
The access goes to them above me. That's the problem I have. That's what it comes down to. You see what I'm saying? Because it seems sexy, like, yo, Cam's the sports reporter now. Hey, woo,
Okay,
woo.
but let's not act like
Right?
that's not always been hip hop or entertainment at the time. We've seen things that were hot and then failed immediately, but at that time, that was the hot shit that people went to.
And they
That's like any
They
genre.
don't have to fail. It's all good. They can do their thing. I'm just saying, like, yo, I'm a competing. I want a shot. I'm in this. I'm still here.
Mm-hmm.
I want to compete.
But that goes back.
But now you sound like the old nigga in the park that don't get picked up no more.
And I don't want to be that. You're right.
Yeah, but I'm not.
stop being
And,
that.
and I'm not saying that you are that because
It's all good.
I know your work.
Yes.
I'm from New York City. I know Elliott Wilson's work.
My nigga.
But
Love.
I do understand at the same time, like, there was a time where what I was into growing up, my parents and my uncles, they was kind of like, yo, what is that y'all listen to? That's
Yo,
great.
Maul, it wasn't fly to be media.
No.
That's a fact.
Nigga, you're
fact.
media.
That's a
Yeah.
fact.
You built a whole foundation.
Yeah.
It wasn't,
Yeah.
But that
you did that. You
Yeah.
did, both of y'all.
Yeah.
yes,
it wasn't
that,
fly.
that plus the format changing, whether it be
My
YouTube,
life,
social
my life
media.
is that.
Because print was cool, but it was never sexy because
It
at the
wasn't
end of the
fly.
shit, it was just
I made
your
it
name.
fly. I made as fly as I could back then with Double
Yeah.
XL. Right?
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't that fly.
But I feel
So-
like you, and this is why I was defending you all year, you adapted, and why I think people like Kai and other streamers should look at you, because I watched you since I was a kid adapt to the new shit every time.
Yeah.
The source was the source. It was the only thing, dead or that was it, the Bible. There could never be another magazine.
Yeah.
Shifted, went to Double XL. Everyone was blackballed. All right, I'll go with the people that are blackballed. Here you go. Here's 50 Cent on a cover. Double XL. Because, like, you always shifted with that. Then when the blogs came, even though you pissed off Nah Right and everyone else because they felt like you were late to the party, to the regular consumer, you
They
weren't.
hated Rap Radar, right?
Rap Radar came.
Oh my God.
But then how all those bloggers viewed you, I think is how you're viewing someone like Cameron. Because you have all the connections and relationships that maybe SK, Low, Mech, and them didn't have. But you still looked like somebody that was at the forefront of shifting to blogs. Then we made podcasting popping. Then Rap Radar podcast came, and you took God knows how many interviews from us. But you continue to adapt. So that's why I'm shocked to hear the things that you're saying now, because I've only known you to adapt.
And you're right. I'm in the process of adapting. I got my own Elliott Wilson experience thing popping off January 7th. Interviews. Bigger picture with DJ Head, Jeremy Heck. I'm trying. I'm out here.
And I think what you guys have done this year with the elephant in the room.
Let's talk about it. West
with Drake
Coast.
and Kendrick.
West Coast Wilson.
I know you're West Coast Wilson.
Let's go. What's
West
up,
Coast
Maul?
Wilson is crazy. let me just put that out there.
I didn't want to make
Calling yourself West Coast Wilson is absolutely crazy. You've been in LA how many years now?
No, a little bit.
Not even 2 years, right?
Yeah, 2 or 3.
Call it West Coast. Yo, you East Village Radio is like a staple.
Yo!
Like what are we? West Coast Wilson?
Maul.
You abandoned the East Village Radio?
I think Drake walked in the East Village. No security to do that interview.
Yeah, he did. Oliver. Oh, Dolo, like mad.
All right, so let's get to this shit.
Let's go, Maul.
Because I have some
What's up?
questions.
So what's up, man? Because I honestly feel like had Elliott Wilson not been relocated and living on the West Coast in California,
okay,
I feel like your stance on a lot of the whole Kendrick Drake shit would be different.
Wow. Okay.
I feel like it was by proxy
Let's
of
talk about it.
Yo, it's palm
Talk
trees,
about it.
it's sunshine,
Talk
it's good
about it,
weed,
nigga.
pretty women. You know, it's like it's 60s outside. It's, you know what I'm saying? It's Pyrus outside. Fuck it, I'm West Coast Wilson now. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like if Elliott was still living in New York City, I don't feel like your stance on a lot of things would be what it is right now, bro. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think so.
I love you, Mark. I received that.
Yeah.
My therapist said I received that.
But no, speak to it though. How much of it is because you were on the way, you felt that energy, you felt that, you know, the entire California.
I'm extremely disappointed that our guy, the boy, lost his battle.
But why do you feel like he lost the battle?
Because he never viewed him as a worthy opponent. Underestimated his opponents. Like he's like, yo, I take this shit
I don't think
seriously.
that's true.
No,
now we disagree. Now we got our first disagreement. We got our first disagreement of the night.
I'm here.
I'm on the opposite side of that. I feel like
he doesn't think Kendrick's on his level.
I don't believe that.
He does not. No, he still doesn't.
I don't think Drake
he still doesn't.
I don't think Drake engages with anybody unless he feels like they're worthy.
No, but he turned everything to 20v1. Everything he did was that. Literally on Family Matters, he's like, I gotta get serious about it. I gotta get focused. Family Matters, he says that about the shit. He can't focus
That's
on
because
Kendrick.
the first part of Family Matters was from the beat of push-ups, and it felt like he probably had most of that done already.
Yeah.
And then continued on.
It was
let me take it serious and focus on
20v1
Kendrick.
shit. It wasn't like, yo, Kendrick is a threat to me. He could be greater than me. Drake never thought that.
Yeah, but I don't
Ever.
think, so you
I
saying,
don't think he's replying to the 20v1 shit unless Kendrick is involved in it or Kendrick was the one that said something on Like That. If Like That doesn't have Kendrick, I don't think he's replying to The Weeknd with, I think it's just gonna be a sub.
No, of course.
Future, just a
Absolutely.
sub. I don't think we get the Metro Shut Your Hoe Ass Up. I don't think we get any of the 20v1 if Kendrick's not involved.
But we
in
know
it.
Kendrick always wanted to like have the battle with dude and try to tear him down.
But everybody,
and then he was never like, he's my opponent. So when he challenges me, I'm gonna like get him right.
Well, you started.
You see what I'm saying? Makes sense, right? I started what?
The Kendrick and Drake tension was 100% your fault.
Okay. Control verse.
Control verse
Crown.
came out. Everyone laughed about it.
Crown.
Mac Miller put out a beautiful tweet. Everyone that was really...
What was the Mac Miller tweet? Oh, that's
can I still use like verbs and similes or something? He said, Mac said something fucking hilarious. A lot of people took it with a grain of salt that it was just competition.
okay.
You interviewed Drake live after Nothing Was the Same.
Yep.
And Drake sounded, I'm not saying this was the case, I'm just observing as a fan, sounded like he was a bit in his feelings because his temperament changed and said, yo,
like
you remember
that.
any other line off that? Which is cool. He's entitled to do that. That
absolutely.
started everything to me when he was on stage with you.
Damn.
so what would you like to see Drake do post battle?
Interview him.
You know what? Fuck it. Let's get to it. Same city. You in Toronto. You're in Toronto at the Rogers Center.
At the Rogers Center. I like that.
Kendrick is 5 hours from performing.
Let's not put you at the Rogers Center. Let's put you in the Marriott. Around the corner in Toronto.
Let's put you in a beautiful hotel in Toronto,
yes.
right? Let's put you at the one hotel.
The suite.
Let's do it.
And you get a text from Kendrick that says, yo, listen, I have a window from 5 to 6. I'm open.
Big window.
You want to do an interview real quick?
Yes, sir.
And you say, okay, cool, I'm on my way. 10 minutes later, Drake texts you to saying, yo, listen, I'm flying out at 7 p.m. I'm free 5 to 6. If you want to get this interview real quick, let me know. I'll send the car for you.
He can find a loophole on this one. I'm going to change it just a bit. Both them text you at 4:30 p.m. and say at 5 p.m.
I'm pushing one back. I'm getting both.
I can only do 5 to 5:30.
You can't push nothing back.
Which interview are you taking?
How? You can't. You don't have the power to push Kendrick Lamar, Drake.
I'm taking Drake. Above Kendrick, yeah.
Why?
More.
Why?
Because that's the story.
Drake is the one who has to respond now. Kendrick said all he's had to say. Nobody cares what Kendrick has to say anymore.
Maul asked me this question off mic. I said Drake right away too.
Baby D. Talk to him.
There's more questions that we have.
Interview,
because we never seen him be catch an L like that.
You just keep it real.
Let's go.
I'm gonna keep it real with Elliott.
Let's go, Maul.
Why would you take that interview? Why would you take the Drake interview? And don't tell me it's because people want to hear from Drake. Why would you take that interview?
The main reason what it means, who Kendrick is in terms of his legacy compared to him. That's the big battle. We know it's the big three. It's like Kendrick, Drake, Cole. What does Kendrick mean to his legacy? Right? Because you know he's an icon. He's great. But what does Kendrick mean? Is he a worthy rival? Who is he to him?
Obviously, he's a worthy rival. He battled.
But he never treated that nigga like he was that. That's why he lost. I'm telling you. Every time.
And go
back and listen. It wasn't there.
I don't know if this stuff is true, but from the West Coast affiliates to Kendrick, people that have a 1 degree of separation relationship with him or direct too, have given me damn near every question I had about what was happening that week in May. Do you agree with your co-host on 405 Radar that...
What radar?
That all of us need to move all our music to 90 BPM because Kendrick Lamar won a rap battle?
Now, shout out DJ Head out.
We love DJ Head, friend of the show.
It's incredible.
Do you guys start that show without the battle? Because we've had Head in our green rooms. We argue all the time. I think he has a great
and I told him that forever. Me and the boy would never be good because I started the show with him as the op. Because he challenged Drake at the time. We even push-ups when it first came out. Is it a real record? You putting it out? Academics was playing it. It wasn't real. Head challenged him like, yo, it's your record. Claim it. Bring it to streaming. That's what happened. I was there.
I think I have a great question to put the bow on this conversation because I am a man without a country. I have no flag in this, but this has been a conversation post-battle.
Innocent white man. Innocent white man.
For how DJ Head was, because I don't want to use cape or any of those weird words. I think DJ Head just is a fan of Kendrick Lamar and has a relationship. And he's always defended the West Coast forever. That's been Head way before this battle.
Yes.
People have been saying that Kendrick owes DJ Head some form of an interview. And people have said Drake owes Maul or even Act some type of interview.
I'm in for all that.
No, you don't.
I'm in for all that.
I wanted to ask both of y'all opinion on that. I never felt like that's an artist owes someone. But
Drake don't owe me.
They don't owe.
But we started this conversation with Elliott saying he's pissed that these artists aren't sitting down with people. And if we helped in a battle from some certain platform or Cape to New York,
there's too much media.
The fans say that.
There's too much media without the conversation of with the artists. I'm saying it's an imbalance, right? Can we admit? It's one way. We commentary all day. There's no conversation. There's no engagement. It's an imbalance. It's not cool. I think if you put a record out, that's one thing, but to act like I put the record out and I talk about it, it's why? You're violating yourself. What was my man's mind with GNX? Talk about the album, to people. Why? Why is it cool to not do interviews? Why is it cool for them not to talk to us when everybody wants to be media right now?
I thought the SZA and Kendrick interview was great. Did you see the only thing that they clipped? There's pages and pages of amazing conversation between two superstar artists that are both in their almost mid-30s that are going through life changes. That was an incredible combo.
Yeah.
What was clipped?
Bullshit, right?
3 sentences of fucking nonsense. So even artists that would sit down and have a real intellectual conversation, or even sit with someone, because I know SZA and Kendrick obviously have years and years of a relationship outside of just music, even that gets clipped to bullshit. So why?
I would point to me, like, I don't feel like it has been clipped that way with the rap radar with Jay-Z,
sure,
Will Smith, Drake. Like, it's not been clipped that way. So,
but again,
that's my argument.
Different times, because
I provided that.
You're looking at 2016, and hip hop now lives in 1 year is 5 years, or I could even argue 1 year is 10 years, the way things move.
Absolutely.
2016 was a different time. And even with a lot of that 444 interview that is one of my favorites ever in podcasting.
Thank you, brother.
A lot of the bullshit was clipped too. And then when he did when he did the New York Times and sat like this for 3 hours, which I have no idea how he did that, they clipped cheating rumors. He said amazing things in that New York Times article. It's always going to be clipped with the bullshit at this point. So I get the frustration of even artists that don't want to sit. Do I think it's odd that Drake did the Aiden Ross shit instead? Sure, but that's the time we're in now.
The dream?
Yeah,
I struggle.
Should I complain about the artist, or should I complain about the time? We don't even need to make it Drake specific. Should I complain about the audience and the era we're in? Or should I be mad at the artist for making the decision that's better for their career in the time that we're living in? At the time when Double XL was popping, yeah, it made sense for an artist to go have a write-up from Elliott Wilson. They did what was right for their career. That now, whether we like it or not, is what the streamers are. They're making a better decision.
You're actually an artist yourself, right? So you make an album. It's like, yo, you don't feel like you should go anywhere to talk about your album?
Go look at look at my minuscule press run that I did and why I didn't want to do much.
Yeah,
and I love talking to Bootleg Kev, love talking to AD, everyone. What was clipped from all that? Podcast gossip? Bullshit.
Wow.
Me getting off my square, coming out of some emotional shit because I saw another clip. Nobody wanted to talk to me about my fucking R&B album.
That's fair.
And even when I do reach out to certain R&B platforms,
it feels real got 'em type shit.
I think they exist, but also it's tough to even promote. So my thinking was, all right, I guess what's good for the goose is good for the gander. If I can at least get on these platforms to have the clickbaity conversations that I usually tend to stay away from, but also promote my R&B album that did sell better than a lot of major artists.
Talk about it.
Demaris. That's the way. But let's look at somebody like Offset, for example. So much shit going on in his personal life that, not that I particularly care to hear a real sit-down interview from, but I think there is a deeper conversation with his relationship with the right interviewer.
Yes.
But with his image and how the stan culture fights the other stan culture, and it doesn't even matter the records. It's all about, it's fucking, it's the Eagles and the Giants.
Am I wrong?
It's better for his image to go to Kai's house and dance. He looks like a happy person.
So I can't accept that bothers me and I want to be that person?
I think you should be mad at the audience.
I'm mad, like, yo.
Because if you went and...
me and Drake fell out. Like, my feelings are hurt. Like, I'm a real person. Like, why's it got to be fake? It's like, it's what it is. Like, yo. Like, I wanted to be that person to media, right?
You were, though. And it's going to continue to be. You just have to adjust to what the audience is now.
Okay.
And I think a lot of that comes from what you're doing with Elliott, experience with talking with artists that do want to talk about music.
Exactly. Like you got Leon Thomas.
Like Leon Thomas.
A phenomenal album.
Best album. Y'all crowned it.
Freddie, I think Freddie has the best rap album this year.
Freddie, I wanted to bring it up. I love Freddie. The whole, like, the skits with the whole narrative.
That's
it's fucked up.
But I understand it, though. I get the skits.
It's not good.
But I get the skits because he's speaking to his vices and things that he's recognizing and taking accountability for that he's done to himself and his career throughout the years. So I get that part of it. I just think it went a little too...
it's not executed well.
It kind of fucked with the listening. It kind of fucked with the listening experience.
Shout out Gangsta Gibbs.
And it kind of did the opposite.
The rapping, the production...
He's amazing.
It's the best rap album for sure.
Now, Rory's like, yo, y'all like making Freddy Gibbs the album of the year? Like, I gotta talk to Rory about this shit. I'm like, yo, I can't deal with the whole skits of this shit. Like, it's crazy.
And he put he did it in reverse. Like the better skits are towards the end. It just popped off. Weird.
Yeah.
Again, concept was great. Execution
But the
wasn't
record
there.
is
But
but you lost the 2020 record. You lost that shit up sampling. It's our anniversary. It got taken off.
Oh, that's not.
That's one of the best songs.
That got
It
switched.
got taken off.
I just listened to this shit.
He didn't clear it.
Oh, goddamn. All right.
I don't think he did.
Yeah, that Freddy Gibbs one, right? Yeah.
My personal for this year, which we talked about on the last episode, but I am curious what your rap top 10 was. I have Gibbs at number 1, Doechii, Vince Staples number 3, Tyler number 4, Tierra Whack number 5, Cole number 6, Schoolboy Q number 7, Kendrick 8, 9, Future and Metro, 10, Rhapsody. This is my personal taste. This isn't what I think the top is. But
my top 3 is Kendrick, GNX, Tyler, and then Future Metro. I'll trust you.
Okay.
Those are my top 3.
Wait, Kendrick, what?
GNX, Maul. You never heard this album called GNX?
Never heard of it.
From the guy that won the battle.
Never heard of it.
Did the pop out show.
No, but you said so Freddie's not
dropped the album.
So Freddie's not in your top 3?
Not top 3, no. For real?
What? Freddie rapping.
it's personal taste, though. You
Yeah,
can't
I
argue
get it, but
somebody-
Freddie rapping his ass. So I just not top. I ain't saying they got to be number 1, but not even top 3 rapping. Who?
Oh.
You think Tyler rapped better than Freddie?
Tyler's the man.
Get the fuck out of here.
Big
man.
Tyler.
I love Tyler.
Big Tyler.
But he didn't rap better than Freddie
Big Tyler.
on his album. Like,
Yeah.
no, get the fuck out of here,
Big
Elliott.
Tyler stepped
You
up.
sound crazy as hell.
I'm not gonna know. Freddie rapped better on his album
Yeah,
for sure.
he's
But
better rapper.
I can
yeah.
totally
He's about
understand
lyrics,
saying that
yeah.
Tyler's album was
Yo,
a
Maul,
better.
you talk about that type of shit. I get that. I'm saying, but that it's not about bars competition. I'm saying like the music itself.
Did you guys think?
shit.
When the last time you listened to that Tyler album?
The other day, Ratatata. Like I love that shit. It's crazy.
I listened to it over Christmas break for sure.
Yo, man, I can't.
But
20,000 on me.
Maul does that a lot with me
50,000
too.
on me.
Trying to tell me when was the last time you listened to it and doesn't believe me when I'm like, no, on my way here, I was
Y'all don't be
listening to it.
listening to these people.
I'm
Yes,
telling
y'all
you,
no,
it's
y'all
free.
do not, man.
This year is
I saw your
Kendrick.
year in wrap-ups.
No, this
It
year
was
is
Drake. It was
It's
fucking
very
Party.
clear. Top 3 is very clear. Kendrick, GNX,
It was Cardi?
Tyler
I
shit,
said Party.
and Future Metro, the first one. Those are the top 3.
Okay, for you. All right, I get it. I respect it.
Do you think Party
everybody.
Next Door
It's
was
not
in
to
our...
everybody. That's not my top 3.
What's
What
your
you
top
talking
3?
about?
Freddie Gibbs and then what?
Freddie, I don't know. I don't remember my list. It was, I think Freddie.
'Cause you don't do the order. You don't do the order.
Freddie was number 1. I know that. Everything else kind of was like
Them
depending
skits
on the
was
day.
terrible. Them skits was terrible.
But that don't mean the songs was terrible. now it sounds like you nitpicking. Now you saying the skits
was terrible.
So you saying because the skits was terrible, that means the album doesn't get.
Hey, Freddie Gibbs. Like, yo, what the fuck? It's fucking my
Who's
album.
the devil?
Yeah, but you know,
Yo,
You
what
ain't
the
get
fuck
one
is
over your
that?
head.
yeah.
That's gay. That's not gang. What the fuck we talking about?
Talking to the devil. That's gang gang.
That's not hot.
But all right, has there been
He
great
sabotaged
albums
his own
with shitty
shit.
skits?
Sabotage his own shit.
Kanye always had really good skits. Good Kid, Mad City, all great skits. Eminem, like him or not, those Paul skits, even when he was doing weird ICP fellatio shit, it was the time, whether we like it or not. Yeah, Gibbs' album might be the first one that I said could potentially was my favorite, but could be a classic with bad skits. That may be the first time that's happened in rap history.
Right?
Now that I
Classic
think about it.
album if the skits wasn't on there.
I'm
Yeah,
not calling it
Freddie
a
gotta
classic
get them
yet. It's
skits
only
out
been a
of
few
there.
months, but
Them skits
They
never
weren't
worked in
great.
his favor, the whole album.
what's
It
that
worked
Tory
against
Lanez
him.
album that was actually good, but the skits were fucking god
I
awful?
think that was his first album.
His first one, yeah. Those were rough.
That's how I feel about Freddie shit. That's how I feel with that.
Okay.
Like I would love that. If Freddie have those skits, I would love it way more.
Everyone, this has
honestly.
nothing to do with the combo we had
For
before.
real.
For all the dogs, I thought those skits were weird.
Yeah.
Either make it a radio show or don't. Like commit to it or don't.
I don't even remember those skits on.
He like halfway through the album, all of a sudden the Snoop Dogg's on the radio. And I'm
The
like,
radio,
we've
yeah,
been listening to
yeah,
radio the whole
yeah.
time?
Okay, yeah.
Going to slime me out, right? Yeah. It was,
Okay.
it was weird. It was weird shit.
So yeah, I feel you on that. But
So if Freddie don't have skits on his album, does it make your top 3?
Top 10, not top 3.
So it's not even top 10 for you?
My top 3 is very clear. It's
Wait,
Kendrick,
so Freddie's not in your
Tyler,
top 10?
Future Metro.
Freddie's not in your top
I'm
10?
confident in my top 3.
No, your top 10. Freddie's album is not in
Yeah,
your
just
top
said-
10.
No, I
this year.
said top. It might be in the top 10, the bottom half of the top 10. Yeah.
Damn. Sorry.
That's crazy.
Damn, baby D with the saying.
What?
This is kind of
It was not 10. It was not 10 rap
That
albums
shit ain't
better
not
than
gonna
Freddie.
like, come on, dog.
Bro, it was not 10 rap albums better than Freddie's album this year. We not
It
doing
definitely
that.
wasn't.
We not doing that, Elliott. We are not doing that. There was not 10 rap albums better than You Only Die Once.
There
There was
wasn't.
not.
Gangsta Gibbs. Yo, Maul, them skits was terrible.
I almost want her to pull up 2024 rap albums and make you answer this.
Yeah, like you're not saying
I'm here.
Freddie's album is a top 10 rap album this year, bro.
It might be in the bottom half. I said that. Top 3 is solidified.
Okay.
It's Kendrick, Tyler, Future, and Metro. The first one. I feel confident it's my top 3.
Is it better than J. Cole Might Delete Later? Even though that's an EP to me, but it was
I don't
called,
count that. No, yes. That's low with me, too.
but it was
Bullshit.
considered album of the year with the Grammys.
You
said it was some bullshit.
Cole fan, oh shit.
It wasn't no bullshit. You don't gotta be disrespectful. It wasn't bullshit.
Where's the fall off? I'm talking about the fall off.
Nigga, where's the chronic? I don't know. You asking
Where the
me
fall off?
for the detox.
The fall of it.
Where do you,
You
where does-
niggas half stepping.
how
Last
do you
year
feel
nigga
about-
half stepping.
How do you feel about Cole throughout all of this?
Did you get your riser passes to the
Maul
garden?
with the loaded question.
Now, Beyonce was there though.
I'm just asking. How do you feel about Cole through all of this? Because you're a hip hop journalist and you know what hip hop culture is. You know what we witnessed. Us witnessing that was absolute blasphemy. You know that.
It was. You shine on that, my G.
I'm just saying.
Can I say y'all had an amazing year? Shout out to Rory Maul.
Well, thank you for that.
I
We
appreciate it.
that.
Amazing video.
Shout out to you, DJ
Shout out to the
Head.
team.
Yes, you guys did as well.
Yeah, because you called it what it was. I feel the same way. I called it what it was at the time. What I don't like is that I thought the Port Antonio record was dope, but everybody
Fire.
took the record was like, yo, he said if I was in the battle, I would have bowed and lost a friend. And they gravitated towards that where they didn't appreciate the record, how dope the record was.
But he knew that as a writer, he knew what that bar
I hate that shit though.
But he knew what that bar
Listeners
was
get
gonna
like
do.
get caught up in that one lyric and like, yo, dismiss it, blah, blah. Like,
But what I'm saying is Cole knew what that bar was going to do.
no,
for
he
that
didn't. No, I don't think he
Yes,
did.
he
No,
definitely did.
He didn't.
Are you kidding me?
Cole
That's like
is
him
smart
doing
enough.
the interview. He's speaking directly to the battle.
No, but the backlash of that bar not representing and respecting the song. Song was dope.
Yeah, the song was dope.
I think he was prepared going into it knowing that was going to be dissected, those two bars, rather than
Absolutely.
the story he told about his life
But
on
it's
the
crazy
second
how
verse.
people could take a look. Even with Drake Hard Part 6, they took it like, yo, Drake sounds defeated. That wasn't his intent, right? And then they run with that shit. It's like, yo, that's the narrative. It's crazy.
But that's been forever. Like Blueprint 2. Hove is talking on that. What's the only line that was dissected? Just because he wear a kufi, it don't mean that he's bright.
Yeah.
But go into that record, there's so much other stuff.
They
That's
run
just,
into that, yeah.
and I think Jay knew that going into it. And I think Cole knew that as well. He just wanted to put out a good record. If I have to address it, let me attach it to some shit that's not bullshit. Because my real fans also care about my music rather than just the battle.
I think Cole's dope. I think Cole has a soft spot that he can never really go at Kendrick or Drake.
He can't go at he can't go at nobody.
No, everybody else. No, honestly.
No, he can't do that.
No.
He can't do that.
Everybody but Cole and Drake.
Bro, listen. Freddie,
I'm telling you.
On Freddie album, Freddie kind of threw a shot at Cole. Cole can't say nothing.
He would do it.
Cole can't go at nobody. He can't.
I don't believe that.
Because that's selective power. You can't do that in hip hop. You can't pick and choose.
He's caught up in the whole little brother, big brother shit with Kendrick and Drake. He is. Everybody else can get that smoke.
Elliott,
not Cole.
I feel like
But Cole from
you are way too
he
tapped
told us he
into
was Muhammad Ali out of the big three.
You think I'm wrong too?
You think that J. Cole could go after any rapper unless somebody of the ilk that's his superior, if like a Nas or Jay-Z shot at him, yes, he could reply. J. Cole, and I'm not on the drastic side Maul is of I don't even want to hear a Cole lyric when he's talking greasy.
I don't.
I'm here for that. I can't wait for the fall off. And if Cole wants to talk greasy on it, whatever.
I don't.
He cannot go after another rapper ever for the rest of his life. Unless it's somebody that is his elder and says something first.
I don't think I'm saying he's willing to go after them, what I'm trying to say.
No, he's not. He showed us he's not.
Only Kendrick and Cole is the soft spot. His mind.
Kendrick and Drake.
But who else would Cole beef? That would look weird if he ever beef with anyone else with or without this battle. Because I thought the No Name thing was a conversation. I don't think that was a rap battle.
That was bad. He lost that too.
I think the Lil Pump thing.
He lost the No Name, nigga. Talking about.
First of all, don't do that. First of all, because No Name is
lost.
Incredible. No Name is one of the better lyricists we've had
won the battle
of this era. Mm-hmm. And they pieced it up and said there wasn't even a battle.
Because he lost. He caught the L. He lost. Let's talk about it.
I think he brought up some points that should have been discussed during that time, but it was such a heightened time on the timeline. No matter what a man said to a woman, it was going to be taken to a whole nother level.
Absolutely.
So I give Cole some grace on that, only because No Name gave him grace on it, and they've spoken and it's cool. I think the Lil Pump thing was not a battle. I think he just put that generation in their place. Like, Y'all need to relax.
Yeah,
I understand that this young generation says whatever.
I don't want to see Cole battling Lil Pump.
Everybody slapped Lil Pump.
I think he handled that perfectly.
He won Lil Pump. He slapped Lil Pump.
Absolutely,
You're right.
Absolutely.
That was, let me sit you down and tell you about this game, and look where it got him now. So Cole was correct there. Who else would Cole battle besides Kendrick and Drake? Who would be on his level?
And that's
without
why,
it looking weird.
And that's why I was mad that he did what he did. Because we finally had the moment.
He was irate.
No, but but you know why? But you know why? Because if you go back,
Maul was irate.
But if you go back to the beginning, if you go back to the
Rory
beginning, I said I don't care if Drake responds or not.
Yeah,
I want to hear Cole because we never saw Cole in that type of a battle. So I was more interested to see his performance because he's one of the MCs.
So when
and the
you
rappers.
heard the record, did you feel it was like half-hearted when he did the record? I felt it was, right?
I felt like it was.
Like the the second part of the record, conductor, that beat was so dope, but it still was like he wasn't fully like.
I'm not gonna say it was half-hearted, but I do remember saying I feel like this is his Kendrick. Yo, chill. You don't want this problem.
Chill. Yeah.
I didn't feel like it was. I didn't feel like he was gonna delete and apologize, but I did feel like it was more. I felt like he got more. Yeah. He got more steam coming after this. But this is the like, yo, Kendrick, you sure you want to do this? Yeah. That's what I felt like that was.
I think it was the strategy that Drake thought he was going into with the 20v1. This is my strategy. I think I'm above everybody.
Yeah.
I'll go at all 20 of you because you're coming at me. I think Cole was, here's an EP. I'm focused on my music. Here's 6 amazing records that have nothing to do with you. At the end, I'll check the temperature. But my music is so much more important than my battle with you. At the time was a perfect strategy.
Yeah.
I just gave you 6 incredible fucking joints, and I'm talking about the fall off. You want to do your little like that one trick pony shit? Cole set it up perfectly. Drastically changed within 48 hours, but I think Cole had the best setup. The way Drake thought he was devaluing Kendrick by saying, it takes 20 of y'all to come near me. Cole was going I'm focused on my album right now. If you want to shoot real quick, all right, whatever. I'll add that to my already EP that was coming out.
Yeah.
It just went the other way. But I get why someone would discredit my delete later. I still have it high on my list because of all the other records.
It's still one of my favorite projects of the year.
He was going nuts on that.
Yeah.
But you was in North Carolina when it came out? The Dreamville shit?
Oh, you would have known if I was at Dreamville when that happened. I would have been on somebody's blog. I would have been going fucking crazy in North Carolina. Like, are you kidding me? I flew down here for this shit. I came here because I thought we was going to direct and perform on stage.
Good Kid, Mad City, Pop Blast in the door slide.
Yo, what's up?
Riding you niggas.
Why you keep quote? Because you've been quoting that bar since you walked in here. Why you?
He tweets it like on the hour, every hour.
Favorite shit of the year.
Nah, I feel like you.
All the fame
I feel like that's like an underhanded like.
No, you showed out this year with you legendary MVP type run.
I knew we were gonna get on this Drake and Cole tangent, so I'm gonna get us off and go back to the original conversation.
Where's B-Dot?
One, where's B-Dot? Number two,
slide.
Number 2,
he riding you niggas.
I'm gonna challenge you to say that artists are still doing sit down interviews because Lil Baby, who we would consider in the hip hop world probably an A-list artist, sat down with Charlamagne the God and did a one-on-one interview. It still exists.
Did he delete it? He deleted it. I saw it. No,
he deleted it. He might delete later.
He did, yeah.
That's Charlamagne's 7-minute drill.
I think they shut that shit down, as far as I know.
Who shut it down? Charlamagne deleted it? For real?
QC, yeah.
Why?
Interesting. Can we speculate with no information whatsoever? I mean,
Charlamagne have a little distance, so
Charlamagne, who I give credit, asked the questions that the world wanted to know from Lil Baby.
That's why I got shut down.
But how could QC?
Hello.
I didn't even know that.
We know
culture.
Coach and P.
Right, Peach? Right? Shut down, right?
Coach and P are some of the best minds that we have, period, in modern hip hop. For sure.
Shout out P. P shut that down.
They are well aware of what is going to be asked of Baby. And even though we get PC Charlamagne now and he's changed his life, he's still, no matter what, Charlamagne the God is going to ask about Gunna and Young Thug.
Yeah, but why y'all feel like...
Why would you go into an interview and then be mad that someone asked the question?
But
like, why not send them in there and say, listen, don't ask none of this? Like, they would have did that, no?
That's the problem. It's like, that's why I'm mad. It's like, yo, like, we have to have conversations for real. Like, you're right.
And I think
I thought it was real. Like, and he put it out, but then it was like, all of a sudden, it went private on YouTube. I'm like, wait, why is it private on YouTube? He shut it down.
Okay, do we think QC shut it down, or do we think...
I think QC shut it down.
That Thug may have a better relationship with Gunna than we actually think, and he shut it down?
Either way, it got shut down. So where are our interviews, man?
That's just
you know some information right now. I'm not letting you off the hook.
What? No, I think I shut down. I saw it got shut down. I was like, yo,
Right.
Matt D got it. Like, yo, I see it shut down. Shut down.
All right.
Nobody brought it's a light. I was like, yo, it's shut down. Pete knows.
And that's also because I came in here and gave Charlamagne his flowers on it. He asked the right questions, but it was only that clip, 2 clips that went around.
Yeah, I think he felt
but
like
that's
he was
not a
off into
Charlamagne
that
thing.
shit. Yeah.
Because I don't think, Baby's proven for most of his career.
Like he liked the
doesn't want to do
Yachty
interviews.
shit because Yachty's like the home team, his homeboy. So he had the Yachty interview. Okay, that's cool.
Which was much better than the show.
Yeah, exactly. So he did Yachty interview. Was like, yo, that's cool. The vibes of that's cool, but talking to him and like, woo, I don't like the reactions to that. Like, nah, fuck that.
But you see the comfortability level in Little Baby sitting with Charlamagne versus sitting with Yachty?
Exactly.
He seemed more comfortable with Yachty.
Exactly.
He seemed more willing to talk about certain things with Yachty.
That's always my goal. I want to make somebody feel comfortable to have a conversation. That's the whole point, right? It's important. But it's lost now because it's like, yo, everybody's the ops and shit. Like, yo, can't talk to somebody. They're the ops. It's like, wait, what?
Yeah, but also you guys, as journalists in the past, had it a bit safer that you had to put out a few articles per month. We have to talk every single day and have opinions every single day. It's set up for us to eventually say something that an artist isn't gonna like.
Exactly. Commentary.
Whereas journalism coming out once a month, you could focus, my piece this week is just on T.I., just gonna focus on that. You don't have to have an opinion for every last fucking thing that happens with every artist's life. So it's set up for artists to be pissed at us, and they live on the internet. Whereas, outside of Jay saying I read a
one
magazine,
clip where Rory's talking crazy, like boom.
The amount of artists that I've spoke highly of for 5, 6, 7 years, and I'll say one small little comment, and that's the first thing that they DM me or come up to me in person. I'm like, you know how much I've supported your fucking career?
This year for me was nothing but that. I'm like
Big Maul.
I didn't like one.
Maul, you the MVP this year. What's up?
I know. I didn't like one record this year,
Maul?
and I turned into the biggest hater. I'm like, because I didn't like one song.
Yeah,
like that's just stupid.
Yeah,
you part of the year. You showed on us this year.
Man. I'm just listen, man. I'm just trying. I'm just trying to figure.
Accept your MVP trophy, nigga.
I'm just trying to figure out what the fuck is going on, man. That's all, man. I'm just trying to figure shit out. That's it. All right, Rory. So it's the end of the year. Which means we are down to our last top 10 Get Up Anthems.
Yes.
And what do you know? Today we have West Coast Wilson with us.
Perfect timing.
Perfect timing for this one. So today we're getting into the Get Up Anthem, top 10 Get Up Anthems from LA. Billboard and Tres Generaciones Tequila have teamed up with LA's own D Smoke, who we are huge fans of, and The Game, also who we are huge fans of,
Legend.
to bring us the top 10 Get Up Anthems from LA. This is a list of some of the songs that get the clubs in that certain cities shaking and
get it right.
The crowd. So we're gonna go through the list. Hopefully, Game and D Smoke did not disappoint.
We did Atlanta so far. We've done Chicago. We did Miami as well.
Yep.
LA, I'm curious. LA probably had the greatest year I've seen in quite some time. Even their soccer team won the fucking. I saw the LA Galaxy win last week. I was like, yo, can LA stop fucking winning everything?
Like,
God damn, man.
Not even the Dodgers.
Soccer
like,
too?
Well, I can promise you the Lakers won't be winning nothing.
Too.
Yes, thank God.
The Lakers will not be winning shit.
So yes, 2024 was good to the West Coast. So let's start at number 1. It was a good day. Ice Cube, can't really argue that.
Woo.
I feel them.
You want to go from 1 to 10 or 10 to 1?
Go 10 to 1.
All right.
Yeah, we start there.
Okay.
I just want to get it was a good day out the way.
Breakfast, no hog.
Do we think he got a triple-double is what I'm asking.
Who kept score? Who kept stats?
Right?
Like who was like that?
Daniel, right?
That dime is for Ice Cube. That's like who was yelling at?
And you know what was crazy when we saw, shout out to Ice Cube's son. He's been on tour with Cube. And of course, Cube performs, it was a good day. And his son is his hype man and finishes the lyrics or whatever. That's gotta be a little awkward when it gets to, I got a beat from Kim and she could fuck all night.
Like,
little awkward.
I'm not, with my pops, it's not gonna be, I'm not finishing the sentence, you got a beat from Kathy and she could fuck all night. I'm not finishing that sentence.
All right, so let's start at number 10 then.
We can start at 10.
So number 10, we have...
Go ahead.
BPT by YG.
Okay.
BPT.
I wouldn't have thought that would make this list, but I'm not mad at that at all because I think My Crazy Life is a classic West Coast album.
Yeah. Slept on.
It's a modern classic to me, so I'm not mad at that. Did not expect BBT to be on this list whatsoever with what the West Coast had.
But I like it.
I agree.
I like it a lot.
Number 9, I expected to be a little higher, but that's just my age talking. Regulate, Warren G featuring Nate Dogg.
That's a little weird at 9.
I expected that to be a little higher than that.
Number 8, Weak and Freak It, Corrupt. I am not a resident of the West Coast, but we have to go to our judges. Should he be on the Get Up Philly anthems or the LA one?
Yeah. We a reasonable West Coast Bob though. You gotta admit it.
Nah, Corrupt is I get it, but that's West Coast. Corrupt is West
For sure.
Coast.
I'm not mad at that. I'm glad Corrupt was represented on
Philly bred, but he adapted
Absolutely.
to the whole shit.
Number 7, I expected to be a lot higher as well.
Same.
Nothing but a G thing. Dr. Dre featuring Snoop Dogg.
number 7?
That could have been number 1 for me.
Holy.
That definitely could have been number 1.
Holy.
Number 6, last time that I checked, Nipsey Hussle YG. I think that belongs on this
Rest in
list,
peace,
especially
Nipsey.
for modern West Coast shit. Number 5, I think belongs here. Not Like Us, Kendrick Lamar for top 5 Get Up anthems for sure.
Yep.
Number 4, still Dre. I think that more my era, but I still think that's crazier that that's over Nothing But a G Thing.
Mm-hmm.
One of my favorite beats ever, but that's
Yeah.
still wild to me.
Yeah.
Then from here on out, I think it's just all Dr. Dre. California
Dre
Love,
running it?
Tupac and Dr. Dre. Number 2, Gin and Juice, Snoop Dogg. And then at number 1, we have
It was a good day.
Ice Cube. I feel like I see what they tried to do. They tried to include Nipsey and YG, which I get. They should be there. But there's a huge gap, and maybe this was the first time Game was humble. I think Hate It or Love It could be up here.
For sure.
Mm.
Absolutely.
I think What We Do could be up here. There's a bunch of Game records that I feel could be on this list. And even Killer Mike put himself on the Atlanta list.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of this I feel like pulls from almost the same era. Or they spread it out with as many Dr. Dre produced songs as they fucking could.
I don't know. I don't know if It Was a Good Day is number 1 though. It's
Over
on the
G
list.
Thing? G thing is number 1.
But not over G thing, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's
G
on the
Thing
list.
feel like number 1,
It
yeah.
was a good day. It's definitely on the top 10.
It might be top 3.
LA list for
but
sure.
But G things feel like number 1.
I mean, I know they didn't want to make this a complete Dr. Dre list, but
Couldn't
how
help
the
it.
fuck is Fuck the Police or Straight Outta Compton not on a top 10 LA list? That's not insane to
Well, that's
y'all?
a different anthem. That's not a Get Up anthem.
Crazy motherfucker named Ice Cube.
You don't think
On the
Fuck the
gang.
Police was a get up anthem in
Oh no, it was a Get Up.
in Los Angeles,
It was a
California?
Get
It was a Get Up and Get Out. It was a Get Out. So it's time to get up out of here. That's what that was. It's time to get out of here. Absolutely.
Get up and get out.
Get
nigga.
up and get out.
I'm just looking through other lists too. DJ Quick isn't on there, which I think is a little crazy.
Tonight. Yeah.
I'm a nerd, so I think Farside Running or Passing Me By could have made this.
Yeah.
For sure.
That's not LA though. They from the Bay, right?
Oh, Farside from the Bay?
Yeah, that's Bay.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
I think they from the Bay.
Okay, well, Not Like Us is a Bay sound, so
Points have been made. Points have been made.
Corrupt Philly. I don't know, I just feel like the era.
Well, Soul's Mission of LA or the Bay? The Bay too, yeah.
I think they're
It
Bay
might
as
be
well.
the Bay.
Life to Infinity.
No Cypress Hill, I think is kind of crazy. That's still LA.
Man.
That's Get Up anthem shit to
That's
me.
definitely a Get Up anthem.
Yeah.
They play that at every fucking basketball game. When they throw
Right.
the towels, when they throw the t-shirts in the stands,
Killer Man.
it's always House of Pain.
How do we kill him, man?
Yeah.
When they join the towels? It's crazy.
This showing my nerdness though. Above the Law definitely has some joints that could
Black
make
Superman.
for sure.
But Rory, it's only 10. Like,
I know, but I
That's
feel like they
look
could
at
have.
the 15s and the 17.
He on number 23 right now.
Right?
Okay.
We try to get your
Yes,
playlist
this is
right.
probably accurate as far as
You know
the
what
real
I'm
top
saying?
10, but with the other cities, like the Miami one, for example, I love that they represented every sound and era of Miami in their list. This to me is one era plus Not Like Us and Last Time That I Checked.
Okay.
It's Mustard and Dre, which is cool, but I think there's more West Coast shit in there.
Oh, I mean, the list can go
We're
more than
going to
10.
curate it a little more
Yeah.
diverse.
I think half the
You know what I'm saying?
documentary can make this list.
Yeah, no, I mean, I definitely feel like a Game record should be on here for sure. But, you know, Game was being humble and just, you know, paying respect to the guys that he was
So
influenced
why
by.
is the game like the most underrated of that shit? It's crazy, right?
I think Game
So, too.
is probably one of the best rap discographies ever.
But he's the most underrated in that era, right? It's crazy when you think about it, right? It's
You think
crazy.
he's underrated?
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
He knows he is.
But he also didn't have like an era to stand with. It was just him and him alone. At least with
He was the nigga before
The
Kendrick.
TDE and
He was
what-
the king before Kendrick.
Absolutely.
what YG was doing with Ty and Mustard and Tracheo and TD, there was just so much going on in the West Coast at that time. They could work together. It was just Game and Spider-Loc at that time.
Spider-Loc.
No disrespect to Spider-Loc. G-Unit put out a lot of great joints. Beautiful World shit was
the Rolling 60s.
You doing signs?
Telling us to wrap it up. My bad. I thought you was throwing up Neighborhood. My bad. I'm sorry.
Neighborhood.
And I'm only gonna do this because West Coast Wilson, 405 Radar is in the building.
405 Radar.
Billboard. I've loved all these
Santa
lists.
Monica gang.
I think you picked the best people to put these lists together for their city. I've appreciated this entire series.
Yes.
I think it's a little ironic that everyone's a little scared to do the New York list.
Fact.
Hey, they're scared?
I understand. It's been a long time since we've been, number one. But let's not forget about 25 years. The New York list isn't going to be the same 7 artists for 1 through 10.
Nah, not at all. No. So, what's up?
Can you think of like your first top 3 New York get up?
Shook ones, nigga.
Juicy, number 1.
Okay.
Juicy, number 1?
Juicy to me is the number 1 rap song ever.
Shook ones.
1A, 1B. I would never be mad.
Yeah, Shook ones.
But Shook ones would be 2 to me.
It depends on where I'm at.
If
there's a lot of women in the room, we got to go with Juicy.
In 2025, when the aliens show themselves from the sea, land, and air, and they ask what is rap music, even though they've been listening, they have Spotify accounts.
Shook ones is New York.
I'm playing them Notorious B.I.G. Juicy.
Nah, I want
it defines hip hop.
If the aliens show themselves in 2025, the first alien that come up out of that water, I want the first thing that nigga hear to be to all the killers in the $100 billers.
Shook ones.
That's what I play Shook ones for.
Shook ones is New York City.
Yeah.
You think those drums are scaling the aliens? They got lasers.
Shook
play
ones.
Shook
they
ones
scared
for
of
the
Havoc?
aliens. Play the
Shook ones part 2.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's us.
But get up. But do you think of Shook Up ones when you think Get Up anthem?
Hell yeah.
What?
Yes. Get up and hide your shame and move right in the club.
Quiet Storm got to be on there.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's now that
Lil' Kim.
I'm thinking knock
remix.
yourself out. I'm thinking
okay, knock yourself out.
Yeah, like get up, like the things that are gonna get the women up moving, the men up moving, like not just y'all rapping mad hard.
I think this still brings the women. DMX Get At Me Dog even gets the
Shook
women.
Ones feels New York without the girl element. Like no disrespect, but something like Shook Ones is like, you talk about New York, that's the anthem.
That is the anthem.
I mean, I'm kind of contradicting my point here because I think top 3 could have Juicy and All About the Benjamins. All About the Benjamins too.
Benjamins
could be in the top 3.
But that brings the girls to the party. It's like Benjamin's bop, coming boom, boom, boom,
DMX
boom.
Party Up, definitely. Party Up is probably
that may make like a top 30.
That's white.
But Get At Me Dog is making top 10.
That's white people. That's weird.
That's not white people. We made it so popular that it became
TRL did
with
love
white people.
No, that's TRL.
Pizza
Daily. But that's
you gotta learn.
Educate her. So
DMX?
Carson Daly.
What song?
Party
Up was
Carson Daly.
And there was X was when, even though DMX had his 98-year 2 number 1 albums.
Up in here, no.
And there was X was when white people really started to love DMX.
Party Up, it's TRL.
The first 2 rap albums that were given to me by my mom that I asked her to buy was Volume 3 and there was X.
She's young.
Same year.
I love her.
And that was because, the whites.
Exactly.
I liked Party Up and Big Pimpin'. But the edited version. I didn't even know what Hov was talking about on Big Pimpin'. I was 11.
This is
Baby,
my
that's not culture. Baby, that's not
9.
culture.
No, because when it comes to Party Up, I feel like it doesn't get the respect it deserves because it became so big and it became a mainstream.
That's what I'm saying. It became a caricature of itself.
It was his white boy pop crossover moment.
Hear it everywhere, you wouldn't feel that way. Like, oh yeah, it's just played. Like, no, you wouldn't feel that way if it was a B-side. You would never feel that way.
Of course not. But it became such a caricature.
It was a
of
white boy
DMX
crossover.
It was in a bunch of action movies. It just became.
It became the cool thing for a white boy to embrace DMX as he's the guy.
But it doesn't make it any less good of a song.
That's fair. That's fair.
And it's not even a pop. It's not like it's a pop whitewash song. It's actually a very vulgar and crazy ass song. It's a very gangster song. Just fuck the chorus.
DMX didn't make that thinking this will be in Mission Impossible 2. He just made it because he's DMX. It just happened to cross over. But I mean, Tom Cruise can kill shit. I feel like, shout out to Young Jock, but when Tom Cruise did this shit on Oprah, it was over for that. It was done. We was not. It was not going down.
Don't do
after
that, man.
he stood on that Oprah couch.
Was it going down, Ross?
Because in Tropic Thunder, that's a classic scene. When he played that in Tropic Thunder and start dancing in the office. Don't do that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Don't disrespect Tom Cruise.
No, Tropic Thunder is a classic.
Yeah.
But him rolling around on Oprah's couch and then doing It's Going Down.
Well, that's where it came from. It came
Maul
from the
got
movie.
rules.
It came from the movie. That's all. Well, anyway, shout out to Billboard and Tres Generaciones Tequila for their top 10 Get Up Anthems of 2024.
Yes. And before we get out here, we do want to thank West Coast Wilson, Elliott Wilson. Happy New Year. Elliott Wilson Experience, man. January 7th.
Yes.
Guess what, once again, 2025. My brothers, y'all did your thing, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
We really appreciate that.
We do know, but
thank you, Elliott. Thank you.
That means a lot.
But you don't get like I'm dead.
Thank you, man.
For real.
We appreciate it. And hope to have you back in 2025 to promote some more shit.
Yeah.
And I mean, if you want to have us on the Elliott Wilson Experience, we'll go to the Bronx.
Yeah, let's do it in the Bronx. Let's do it.
BX style.
Let's do it at the Yankee Stadium.
Yeah.
I'm not scared of that.
All right.
It's all good.
Let's walk through Woodside, see if you're still good. Now let's go to the West Coast.
I'm always in the Woodside, nigga. Fuck that. Yo, nigga.
Thank you.
Rory sneaky, yo. Rory, why is sneaky?
Me, man. We appreciate it.
Irish sneaky ass motherfuckers.
We'll have you back in Queens. I'm sorry.
Nigga,
it just feel like you left us. That's all.
My projects, I'm not good at my projects?
You feel like you went on like
I'm
a Vincent
always in
Chase.
my projects.
I don't know, man.
You're feeling very Vincent Chase.
No,
That's all.
Maul, what's up?
I'm just saying the boy might have put some money in the projects for you. You might not be able to go home.
The word spread that a Bugatti is in the projects?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
The boy's home.
The boy's home. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to Elliott, man. Elliott, we thank you so much for pulling up on us, man. Appreciate you. Much love. All right, and we'll get out of here, man.
Yeah.